Better late than never. We're here on a Sunday. Poseidon, you happy to be here?
Hello.
Bam. Oh, I just turned the lights on. I'm sorry, dude. I forgot to turn the lights on earlier.
That's how.
Or last minute, I was driving here and I got pulled over by the police. I got myself a nice little ticket that I'm gonna contest. Fucking guy, bro. I hate that whole, well, that's what I saw. I was like, yeah, but that's not true. He's like, yeah, that's what I was like, okay, give me the ticket.
Well, that's how they fund themselves. Everyone's trying to defund them, right? So, I mean, they got to make money somehow.
Yeah. I was so pissed. I was like, come on, man. But it's the first time I turn off the car, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah, because they were both walking towards, and he was walking his hand on his thing. So I was like, is it really? Like, I'm going to a podcast, I'm going to get shot. Get the fuck out of here. So I turned off the car. I go, I don't want to take any chances. I just sat there. I lowered both windows, and I waited.
Fucking high-profile fucking case, bro. These
Yeah.
guys
This is the high-profile. This guy's going to go talk some shit on the internet. Anyways, that's what it's $170. I'm going to contest it, though. Fuck that.
Yeah. Your mom will have to contest mine.
Yeah, I wasn't speeding. They said I passed the stop sign, but I stopped at the stop sign. Another car from the intersection went ahead, turned. They turned left, and then I went. So that's what I told him. I go, if I burn through it, how did that guy go before me? Wouldn't I have hit him or something? And he's like, it stops? That's what I saw. And I was like, oh, okay, that's what you saw. Okay, so fuck it.
Yeah, that was my argument with...
Anyways, patreon.com/Pantelis. That's where you gotta go. Fund this operation before these goddamn tickets take me down. You could tell though that they were just looking to give random tickets.
Yeah,
I must have looked easy, so they're like, this guy's not going to contest it. I will.
No,
I will contest
well, the only thing I don't contest is parking tickets.
Yeah, exactly. I'll pay, if I fuck up, I won't contest.
Yeah, 100%.
Whenever I fucked up, 100%. I never contest. I just pay it. I'm like, it's my fault.
Yeah.
But like, bro, the only benefit I'm going to give him, it's still wrong, is if where they're standing, they can't see me when I stop because they're in the lane deep. So let's say they can't see me because they're in too far. So if I don't wait at the line or over, because I was a bit before waiting, stop sign, maybe they can't see me, so they just see me take off. Maybe. Yeah. Benefit of the doubt. But that's their fault. They should be at a better position instead of hiding. Be at a better position to do your goddamn job.
Yeah. I never understood this hiding thing from them.
I don't know, but yeah, they pulled me over and I got my ticket. I was looking at the time and I go, fuck, I'm gonna be late for a goddamn podcast. Let's go.
Well, it's better than getting shot. Better late than getting shot.
But that was so funny. I see him walking with his hand on his holster. I'm like, yep, this car is turning off right now. I don't want to.
They always do that.
I was like, I don't want to be a headline. Podcaster gets shot for talking shit. So we're here. Like I said, new podcast with Samson Cooperman dropping today at about, I think, 11:30, 11:45. It'll be online. It's up for Patreon already. So head over to patreon.com/Pantelis. Sign up for that. What are you doing with your life if you're not signed up for? There's nothing else to sign up to. What are you going to sign up to? Disney Plus? Baby Yoda? Ugh. Why would you go to Baby Yoda when I got Fat Yoda right here?
Oh.
Yeah. Poseidon, who has been furious all weekend over Amber Heard and Johnny Depp's messy legal case. Yeah. Like, he's been losing his shit. And this is not an exaggeration. He's called me twice. One time, he called me to tell me what he's going to talk about in his podcast yesterday. Then 20 minutes before he goes on air, he calls me. I thought something serious happened at the studio. He's like, I can't believe this. You know what else this bitch did? And he's just reading me what the fuck he found out about the Amber Heard thing. So he's really passionate about it.
Yeah.
So what do you want to bring to the table, Poseidon? While I mount my legal defense.
Just that she's a dirty fucking cunt.
Explain.
So back in 2016, she filed for divorce with Johnny Depp on the grounds of abuse. Okay. Spousal abuse, yes. So she filed for divorce, and then an article in the UK wrote an article about him saying how he's a woman beater.
Yes, a lady beater.
How he's a woman beater, and basically Johnny Depp sued, I think it was the Sun.
You can't sue the Sun, Poseidon. You'll melt.
I think that was the name of the newspaper.
It was. I'm just being a ball buster.
I know. It's just the way you said it, though. So straight-faced.
It's the only... How'd you want me to do it? Gay-faced? Like, how did you want me to...
I don't know. Is there such a thing? Gay-faced?
I don't know.
So, he sued them, and there was a substantial amount of evidence against her.
Substantial?
From police reports, from audio tapes, video... and witness reports.
Okay.
Witnesses, people that worked for
Wait,
Amber
evidence
Heard.
Against him or her?
Against her.
Okay, that she lied and
yes.
she...
And yet the courts, what they did was they threw it out and they were like, no, you're a woman beater.
Oh, we don't care about the evidence suggesting that.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
So it's like, what the fuck? You know, all these videos. There was one video where he was angry. Millions of dollars had just been stolen from him.
Yeah.
And she secretly filmed him, and she edited it, making it look like he was angry at her.
Oh yeah, we know this. We laughed about this a few months ago.
Yeah, but it's the first time I see all these things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she had taken a shit in his bed at some point.
Okay, that was real.
I think that's real.
Yeah, well, was that on purpose? I thought that was like an accidental poop.
But how does it happen accidental like that?
She was super hammered or something. She was sick. I don't know what the fuck.
I had to take laxatives. I was gonna say Xanax. Laxatives to take a shit for $2,000.
Yeah.
And I still had a hard time, bro. How do you take a shit by mistake?
I don't know.
How does that happen?
Babies take shits by mistake all the time.
Yeah, but they're fucking 2 years old.
Okay. Drunk girls shit themselves. They puke themselves.
Puke I get, but shitting yourself, really?
I'm pretty sure she could shit herself on accident.
It's never happened to me. I've come close because I've had the runs, but I've had to you do the clench and you run.
I don't know. I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt, but it probably is. I think shitting in someone's bed is very aggressive.
It is very aggressive.
And by the way, the wires are touching if you can hear it. You hear it? Yeah, you hear it.
Yeah.
Ah.
Fuck, again.
Yes, senor.
Do I do it now?
Hatred, if you can, quickly. Okay. If you can. But yeah, he was very upset. He's called me 3-4 times about the subject of Amber Heard and Yanni Yep. They unstuck. Here's some more if you need. Yeah. Poseidon. Here's some more if you need, Poseidon. So that happened, the Amber Heard thing. By the way, I do not have a PlayStation 5, for it is impossible to find one. Poseidon has gone looking. By the way, Nyla's on the case now too. She's gonna buy one for me if she finds one like last minute, and then I'll give her the cash. But I'm following a Twitter account that's supposed to update people. I don't know what to do about this PlayStation 5, guys. It's everywhere, and I refuse to pay $2,000 for one. That's insane. What a waste of money. Huh? Why would you? A lot of people are doing that.
That's
fucking
insane.
idiots. But I do have the controller for it. I'm waiting for that to come in so I can play with it. The controller feels nice. It's big and heavy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wait, you can play with a PS5 controller on the PS5?
No, I haven't played. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
I got because they were supposed to come together.
Sorry, I missed the part.
Figured I was going to find a PS5, so I had already bought the controller, so I have a second controller.
Uh-huh.
The controller came in, I still haven't found a PS5, so I have a controller. So I took it out to see how big it is.
So you're doing imaginary PlayStation?
No, I just took it out to see how big it is and the buttons.
Just busting your balls.
And I was like, oh yeah, this is substantial. This feels premium.
Did you notice the texture?
No.
It's It's basically triangle, circle, X, and square.
I literally did this with it. Oh, okay. And put it in my office. There's nothing to do. I kept writing.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I got a lot of shit that I gotta finish up. So I have an idea. I don't want to say it because I'm gonna give too much away. I want to surprise the patrons. Is what I'm gonna do. So I'm not gonna give too much away. Just know that I got some funny things cooking.
Surprise.
Yes, surprise. Plus, I got some funny things cooking, and Phil is super motivated.
Nice.
Because he hasn't done a film in a long time. So this is good. Pantelis just holds the controller until it comes. Well, that's when I hold the controller from the back. Maybe. We'll see about that. What? Pantelis, I called all the pharmacies in my hood, not available. Yeah, the pharmacies were a good idea. It was a good idea, but we did it too late. People did it before us, and then they got all of the PlayStations.
Even those Pharmaprix, what they told me, the staff from multiple locations, is that you have to order it.
You have to pre-order it. You know what I would have told them? You're a fucking pharmacy. You're a drugstore. You're supposed to help people. You sons of bitches. Don't let capitalism ruin the day. Give me the goddamn PlayStation. Give me PlayStation, a ball of Xanax.
Did you see people, what was that picture? Somebody ripped the box open and stole the... Did you see that?
No.
Somebody ripped the box open.
Of the PS5?
Controller. Just the controller.
Okay.
And stole the controller.
That's stupid.
Yeah. Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? But everything is selling out, though. Everything. Did you see the Million MAGA March? I sent you... Did I send you the photo of the... I sent you the photo, no? Of the guy dressed as Captain America with his dick out.
Yeah. Wait, he was there? He was at the... That was there?
I think so. He's wearing a helmet. No mask. His body paint, so his dick is out. That was a good photo.
That's amazing. I think we're witnessing history.
What do you mean? You're always witnessing history, technically.
Yeah, but I mean like a big moment in history. Like a major event with what's happening.
I think so. I think I'm a little embarrassed for history, to be perfectly honest with you.
Why?
By the way, how did we not notice when we started? Remember how I blasted the lights on you? Mm-hmm. How did we not notice? How do we sit here? How do we go live and not notice that the lights were off?
Oh, because you came in a rush and you had this thing. That's why. But it's okay.
So just wait after Christmas. The price will drop dramatically. I don't know if it's going to drop dramatically after Christmas, but I think I have no choice but to wait till next year because like I joke around, but I don't have the patience to go like store to store and shit like that. Like I can't do that.
Yeah, no, I can't do that either.
No. I didn't even do that back in the day. I'm not going to do it now. Like, I like to joke around, but
I think I waited for the PlayStation 4. I waited in line for the PS4. I'm like, I'm never doing this again.
I never waited in line for a console.
Yeah.
I've waited in line for tickets when I was young with I remember to go to Raw, me and Dano, like overnight at the Bell Center for wrestling tickets.
Yeah.
Once. He used to do it all the time. I did it once with him and never again. I did it once. We had fun. We met, like, there's a lot of weirdos that were part of the subculture of wrestling here.
Yeah.
And they would wrestle outside. And then that's when we met scalpers, like shitty scalpers.
Okay.
And we got into fights with scalpers.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we had... it was all these adventures in the middle of the night.
That's amazing. I love it.
Not really, because then you ruin your whole Saturday. This was Friday we were waiting in line, I think. And then like Friday night. And then Saturday morning, you're dead. Or it was Saturday to Sunday, whatever the fuck it was. But you're dead. Yeah. Because you just ruined your whole night. And then by the time you get home, 11 a.m., even more, let's say, whatever the fuck it was, noon, you're finished.
Yeah.
Yeah, not even on Black Friday, Pantelis. No, I don't go, I haven't done that shit in years. Even when it's Black Friday or here when they have like Boxing Day. Just go online and order something if it's on sale and I like it. It's the same price online.
Yeah.
I was like, why would I go fight a bunch of idiots?
Yeah, but
just order
more
online.
In the States.
Let them bring it to me.
This is more in the States.
But even in the States, the Black Friday deals are online.
Yeah, I know. I saw a meme on this. I fucking died of laughter. It was, it had something priced at $4.99. Mm-hmm. And then you have Spartacus, you know, from the show Spartacus. It goes, hold! And then $4.99, hold! And then it shows under the same thing, priced at $4.99, but on top of it has $6.99 X'd out. Now a charge.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't think. You're like, that's a great fucking deal. It's not a deal. It's the same price as always.
Yeah.
You can also save the file of Sony CEO. Probably get a PS5 for free. Save the life of Sony CEO. First of all, Sony should have sent me a goddamn PlayStation.
Goddamn right.
Number one influencer in my neighborhood. I should have gotten one. They don't care about our neighborhood. That's what that means.
Nobody cares about our neighborhood.
Nobody cares about our fucking neighborhood except these goddamn cops that gave me fucking tickets. Goddamn, what is it? What is this guy's name?
Jean-Guy Lafontaine.
Apparently, my city is Montreal. Officially.
Oh?
That's what it says here.
Interesting.
Officially Montreal. Let's see. This guy is in the borough of Ahuntsic, Cartierville. That's where they stopped me. This description of offense. Being a driver of a road vehicle, that's true. Facing a stop sign, that's true. By not immobilizing this vehicle. Okay, well, the wordage could have been a lot better. That is, did they use Google Translate?
No,
How did
I think the wording has to be very
being a driver
specific.
of a road vehicle facing a stop sign by not immobilizing this vehicle. That's not written.
That actually doesn't make.
That doesn't make any sense. I'm going to say I don't even know what this means.
That actually doesn't.
That doesn't make any sense.
I thought maybe it was some court talk or some shit.
That's not. That doesn't. Hold on. Being a driver of a road vehicle facing a. I'll read to you fully.
Okay.
Being a driver of a road vehicle, comma, facing a stop sign, comma, by not immobilizing. And I'm just. And there's a ink missing, but I'm saying by not immobilizing this vehicle. That $171.
That actually doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make any sense.
I think just on the grounds of that, you could dismiss it. What does it say in French?
It's just, there's a French one too. Description de l'infraction. Étant conducteur d'un véhicule routier, faisant face à un panneau d'arrêt, this is true, en n'immobilisant pas ce véhicule.
It still doesn't make sense.
How are people not fighting the wordage? The English, it makes less sense than French. French, it kind of makes sense.
It kind of makes sense in French, but in English, it makes no sense, actually.
Yeah. Either way, what they said is stupid. I'm fighting that.
That's retarded.
Yeah, it wasn't true. I always stop at that. And I stopped this time. And I shouldn't. Fuck, man. Now I'm like, why do I stop at stop signs? I should just not stop at stop signs, take my chances.
Yeah.
But I know why he said. I don't think he's lying. I think I figured it out. Like in my head, I'm trying to analyze it. They're too far in the lane. Yeah. So because I wasn't stopped at the line or ahead of the line, he couldn't see my car. So I was stopped right before. So the first time he saw me, I just went through in his eyes.
Yeah.
I could tell. That's why I'm going to go take pictures later. Because he seemed a little like he didn't seem like fuck you or anything, you know?
Yeah.
You know, he was probably holding his gun just until he came to see me. Like, so anyways.
Yeah, but why even hold the gun? Why?
Look, mais en français, ça n'a aucun sens. I told you. So it doesn't make sense in either language.
Fuck.
Yeah, this is good. This will help.
I remember one time One time I contested a ticket.
Yeah.
It was for a stop sign also. This was years ago. I was leaving from Kazagrek.
Yeah, replace by with but, and it makes sense. Yeah, that's not what they did, Ganji. That's not what they did, though. Guess who's going to court again?
Hey.
This guy.
But this time you won't have me as a witness.
I'm going to get it. By the way, he says buy a dash cam. You know that when I was driving here after that happened, that's the first thing I thought of. I gotta be a full fucking Russian. Get a dash cam like they do in Russia.
In Russia, everyone has a dash cam.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get a dash cam.
Even in China, I think, because of the insurance scams.
Yeah, because people keep fucking around.
Yeah.
So it just stays there and I don't have to do anything. It's just always recording and erasing,
I think the way you hook it up, it's as soon as you turn on your car.
That's fine.
As soon as you turn on your car, it comes on, boop. Or you can even get like super expensive ones that they basically sense if someone goes near your car also.
Yeah, Anik, you're right. I'm going to get a dash cam because it's not the first time this happens to me. And you know how many times... Like when I went to court and we won, when the guy said I went on a red light and it wasn't true, a dash cam would have solved that right there. A dash cam would have been like, is the light fucking red, asshole? You know? It would have solved it.
Yeah. You know what? I think I'm going to buy one too.
How much are dash cams? $80?
They're not expensive.
Fucking, instead of paying for this ticket, I'm buying a goddamn dash cam.
Check. Oh, fucking.
That's what we're doing.
I want to look at the price right now. I want to see it.
Also, for the record, that's going to motivate me to go to court more. I'm going to be like, all right, give me the ticket. I'll see you in court. Me and my dash cam.
After they give you the ticket.
Yeah.
So they could be like...
Yeah. That's what happens when you fuck around, sir. I want to be that guy. Yeah, the court soon is going to be like, welcome back, Pantelis. But I'm undefeated so far, eh?
Yeah?
The only time I was defeated was when I was a kid, and it was because I didn't know what I was doing. But adult life, undefeated.
Congratulations. Me, I defeated just that one time.
Yeah. Adult life, they have yet to defeat.
The most important ticket of my life that I've gotten, that was the one. Hold on. I want to see...
Yeah, since Poseidon's the worst witness, and I still won that one. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Your witness, what did he say? Your witness has no credibility. I don't believe in the credibility of your witness. However, the police officer is even less credible. That was the greatest thing that's ever been said in a courtroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, they range from $90 to $700.
Okay, well, we're not going $700. That's crazy. I don't want to catch people's like thermal status. I just want a camera recording, bro.
Which car had it? Oh, the Escalade is crazy equipped, huh?
Yeah, okay, I feel like you're overdoing this. I'm not getting an Escalade camera. I'm just getting a goddamn regular dash camera.
Oh no, but the Escalade has a night vision. Did you know this?
Yeah, I'm not doing that. That's
crazy.
Just in case you're fighting the predator? Like what?
No. No, so it's for nighttime driving. So because apparently these cars are used, they're like fleet cars. They're used a lot for long distances. Escalades, Tahoes, Suburbans, vehicles like that. They're used for long distances because they're big, they're floaty. They're like basically fortresses on wheels. And they have this mode, night vision mode, and you turn it on, and it's for night driving. Basically, so you don't hit a deer. It's because the high beams can only see so far,
right?
But the night vision sees kilometers ahead.
Yeah.
Of the high beams. So they have that, and then they have 2 rear cameras when you're backing up because it's so high.
Let me ask you a question. Yeah. Who usually drives Escalades?
Expensive cab drivers, limo drivers,
okay.
Drug dealers.
Okay, so good. You have it in your head. So how many Escalades do you think are perusing around villages where deer might jump out?
Oh, you'd be surprised, my dear friend.
I would be surprised, and so would you.
Yeah.
Because not that many is the real.
A lot, actually.
No. This is more of a city car. The Escalade.
Yeah, they use it in cities, but it's used for long distances also. When the Jews would come to rent Escalades.
Before World War II.
What?
And the Jews would come rent the Escalades.
Their first question out of their mouth was, do you have Escalade?
You're talking about now?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
the barabops.
Yeah, but that's from city to city. That's from New York City.
Yeah, Montreal. But between the cities, they got to do night driving.
Yeah, it's not a rural area, though, between the cities. It's fucking well-maintained.
Yeah, but it doesn't... But deer can still jump. You're driving through forests.
They're not getting it to fight deer. They're getting it because they like the Escalade.
That's not what I said.
You're using one anecdotal thing of a Jewish person getting a goddamn Escalade. What I'm telling you is they're not... Yeah, they're usually for bodyguards, stuff like that. They're not cars that you're going to find in villages. They're not on farms. Like, you don't find a guy who has a tractor and an Escalade.
But I never said villages. I said for night driving.
Yeah, I know, but you were talking about deers, and if you're out, you were saying...
Yeah, if you're going from city to city, though, and there's forest in between, and you have deers, you run a risk of deers jumping. They have those signs, bro, of jumping out. You haven't seen those signs?
Yeah, I have. You know what the trick is?
What?
You know where it says the deers are crossing?
Yeah?
You move the sign, tell them to cross somewhere else. That's the trick. You didn't know that? That's what you gotta do, bro. Tell these deers this is humans that rule. Did you remember that phone call of a girl who got and then they made fake radio bits about it, but there was a real woman who got upset and said, I don't know why they put the deer crossing. Why don't you just move it down the road so that we won't hit these deers?
No way.
And they're like, ma'am, they're not there so the deers could cross. They're there because the deers cross there, so they put a sign there so that you know. They didn't put it there so the deers know where to cross, you fucking, you idiot.
Oh, there's a Northern European country. You know what they do? They make natural bridges. So they'll make a bridge over the highway.
Natural bridges, not unnatural bridges.
Yeah, which continues the forest. So it's a forest bridge.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
For critters
on top, yeah,
for critters to pass.
The next thing is the supernatural bridge. That's what we got to work on.
For spirits to cross.
We need spirits to cross. Sometimes they're stuck on one side of the highway. That's where all the ghostly activity is going on. And then you got to go on the other side.
But if there's no ghostly activities on the other side, why would they cross?
Well, that's what I'm saying. They should cross, so there could be ghostly activity on that side, too. You can't have all the ghostly activity. Also, ghosts, I'm beginning to think, are not real.
Oh, you figured that out now?
I'll tell you why I figured that out now.
I want to hear this.
I'll tell you why I figured that out now. Because every time people talk about having ghostly stuff happening, right, they always talk about old ghosts. But wouldn't a new ghost, like one of your buddies now, be a ghost? Why is it always old-timey ghosts? Like, the old-timey ghosts can't find a way to leave this place, but the new ghosts?
Or they can't find a way to modernate?
Modernate, I'm sorry? What? No, you don't get what I'm saying. I'm saying, how come no new dead people are ghosting around?
No, but also
like, you always have,
ghosts.
like, an old farmer, like, oh, the milk is dry, something like that, right? But you don't have, like, a new ghost being like, sup, bitches? Like, you don't have any of that. Like, how come?
Yes, you're right. But also, how come the old ghosts don't get with the times? Like, it's 2020 already.
But I understand why a ghost wouldn't get with the time, right? They're stuck, if you go by the mythology of ghosts.
Ah, yes,
they're stuck
yes,
in their reality, let's say.
Yes.
But how come you never see no one's like, I was haunted by this gothic girl? You know, you never hear that. You know? No. I was haunted by a Yas Queen. Yeah, I try to sleep, all I hear is Yas Queen. You never hear that shit. How come? Because it's bullshit. Right?
Yes,
yeah, that's what you're sleeping. Yes, you sleep so good, Queen. Yes. You never hear that.
Oh, no, bro, I can't.
It's true, though.
I know.
You know why?
Why?
Bullshit. We've been lied to.
Bulkaka.
I
think it's just our imagination playing games. Like, the most supernatural experience that I've ever encountered was after my grandfather died. I was at my grandmother's house.
When you die, Pantelis, I want you to hunt me.
Like hunt or haunt?
I think he meant haunt, but hunt also works.
Yeah.
Right? But you think about that. Nobody ever says like, I don't know, my cousin Steve who died, he haunts me, fucks around. It's always old-timey people. It doesn't make any sense. Because you know why old-timey people? Because it feels older, so it's scarier to you. You hear a noise and you assume it's that. But technically people die every day. You would have ghosts from now. You would have ghosts. First of all, we should have had ghosts from the 90s. You should have a ghost that listens to Nirvana. You should have a really depressed ghost.
Or I have another theory. It takes a lot of years for them to amass certain powers to manifest supernatural activity.
Okay, then, again, bullshit, I'll tell you why. Then wouldn't we have super caveman ghosts? Wouldn't we have super Middle Ages ghosts?
Well, maybe their ectoplasm or their energy source runs out eventually and they die out.
That does.
Kind of like humans. Maybe there's the ghost life cycle also. Think about it.
That could be a thing.
You know what I mean?
That could be a thing.
You know what I mean? It could be a ghost life cycle, and we're coming towards the end of life cycle of certain ghosts, and then like now we're being haunted by the 1800 ghosts. So every 200 years, there's so like in our modern world, we only get ghosts from 200 years.
All right,
so in 200 years,
I knew that what I was bringing to the table was incredibly stupid, but I didn't expect to get this dumb. Like I knew it's Sunday, we're gonna fuck around a bit, but I didn't want it to get Poseidon level stupid.
If you think you can make it dumb, I can make it.
For the people
dumb.
making that Ghostbusters new movie, just contact Poseidon. He'll tell you all about his ectoplasm.
Oh, I got ectoplasm, all right.
Yeah. It's like, just give me 15 minutes in that magazine. I'll make you some ectoplasm for the movie. Poseidon periodically looks like he has sleep apnea while shitting himself. I don't know what that means, Poseidon.
Sleep apnea is when, like insomnia?
I know what that is, but I don't know what that means. Like what face you're doing that makes you look like you're both shitting yourself and you can't sleep.
Hold on. What is sleep apnea again?
Have you ever been to Alberta, Saskatchewan? I've been to Alberta, my friend. Every farmers have big Escalades and big trucks of the year. Escalades I haven't seen, no, but trucks. They all have those
trucks,
40,
yeah, 100%.
nice trucks.
Rams, F-150s.
Yeah.
What was it? GMC.
Yeah.
The new GMC is beast.
Yeah, they have those. Yeah.
I never liked the look of those cars, but to drive them,
Especially down there, all those like you need that. You need
That's
that
amazing.
big. It's you know it's not all paved roads and shit.
yeah,
So you need a good. But yeah, they all have big cars there.
yeah. But also you're seated up super high. Me, I like the seating. It's super up high.
I don't mind.
What do you mean?
I like a sports car. I like how I drive. I don't overcompensate. I don't need a giant car.
Me, it depends on my mood. I've noticed. Sometimes I like to be lower to the ground if I'm driving fast, but sometimes if I'm cruising, I want to be seated a little higher. I like to feel like I could see. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you mean. I'm not hurt.
Like just because.
Yeah, but you're tall. I can always see from the car. Like I don't really have an issue seeing.
No, but I mean like.
I like
Far,
being,
man.
I like being fast and agile.
I like that too.
I like that in the
too.
car.
I've noticed my car for what it is.
Should I have run away from the cops? You think?
No, why? That would
Too
make
far.
it worse.
It's too far. But if I was closer, should I have tried to hide in the lane? If I was closer to here, no.
No, in order to do that, the kind of car that you need rear wheel drive.
I don't feel the car that you have matters. I feel it matters how stupid the cops are. If the cops are bright, it's not a good idea. But if they're dummies,
But they have your plate anyways.
that's what I was thinking. It's all recorded, right?
Yeah, it's all recorded. They have dash cams and everything.
I wouldn't do it, but I was just thinking about it. I go,
There is one way to get away from that. There's online, which could do. It's
those plate stuff that switch. I have a fake plate on.
even better, even better. It's those plates. It looks like a plate frame, but then you press a button and a curtain comes down, covers the plate.
That's kind of funny. A curtain.
Yeah,
Won't it blow off?
metal curtain.
Okay.
It goes, and it, bam. You can't see the fucking. So like that, when you see a dash, like a fucking, those things that take a picture when you're speeding.
Yeah, you just put that and speed through it.
Yeah. Just,
Ooh, that's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
I'd love to speed through those things.
Oh, another trick for that, WD-40.
By the way, I'm gonna tell you something right now. With this whole fucking Twitter thing, is really pissing me off. I try to retweet stuff, and it stops me from retweeting stuff.
Why?
They're like, "Are you sure you want to retweet that? Maybe you want to take a look at the link first." Yeah, the link is to my website or to my YouTube stream. You fucking sons of bitches! Like now they're trying to stop everything. You know, everything is fraud. Everything is disputed. Remember when the internet was like, "Yo, take this link. Let's check this shit out." I was like, "Are you sure you want to follow the link that your friend sent you for a funny video?" Yeah. Yeah, that's why. Because that's why he's my friend. He sent me a funny link. You fucking assholes! Don't determine for me. Even Trump, they kind of fucked up because they got used to it. They keep saying everything he says. They keep putting the disclaimer, this is being disputed. And he said something. He said, Joe Biden only won because of the media's whatever. And they go, this is being disputed. And then somebody's like, are you saying that Joe Biden winning is disputed? and then they had changed what they wrote. Like, fuck.
They fucked themselves
Yeah,
over. They fucked it. They're fucking idiots. They're
Yeah,
idiots.
yeah.
They're clowns. They're morons. I hope the media goes down.
Well, the media can't go down. I mean, everything's the media. We're the media.
No, I mean mainstream media, like these fucking CNN motherfuckers, you know, fucking spreading fucking fake news and propaganda and fucking, you know, trying to create a divide in the country and trying to fuel.
Oh, they did that. They
Violence.
started the race war. What are you talking about? Of course, they've been fueling violence for 4 years, bro.
Yeah, but it's not right, bro.
No, it's not right. But you know what? I'm no longer blaming the media. I'm off that train. I'm blaming the fucking people.
We should know better.
You should know fucking
You're
better.
right.
If you're an idiot, if the TV
You're
tells
right.
you your neighbor's black, so he's your enemy, or your neighbor's white and he's your enemy, and you're like, you know what? The fucking idiot on TV must be right. And then your neighbor who never bothered you, like, fuck you, whitey, or fuck you, black guy.
no.
Then you're to blame.
You're
And fuck the media.
100%
Like, it's you.
right.
It's your fault. You're a goddamn idiot. If you fall for that shit, you're an idiot.
You're 100% right.
You know?
You're 1,000,000% right.
I'll feel.
I never thought about it that way.
I'll feel worse for some fucking young kids in a village in the desert that were tricked into joining ISIS. I'll feel bad for them because they didn't know any better. You as an adult in the Western world, shut the fuck up. If you fall for this shit and you hate your neighbor because you think he's the enemy because he voted for someone else, you're a fucking idiot.
Antifa.
I'm on Parler for the record. I am Pantelis for real, I believe. Or the real Pantelis. Something of the sort on the Parler. I'm on the Parler.
What's the parlor?
Parler is
The massage parlor?
it's a new app. You want me to take you to massage parlor?
No.
If we have a good month this month, December, I'll get you a gift. It's going to be a trip to the massage parlor. Are you crying? No, I have Parler. I downloaded Parler. I'll tell you
What
right
is
now.
Parler?
Well, it's another. It's like Twitter, but it's not a cunt who runs it. Oh, it's the real Pantelis, all one word.
Nice.
That's me on the Parler.
So hold on.
Parler.
People on Twitter were like, "Fuck Twitter, let's make our own Twitter."
That's what happened. Yeah, and they made Parler.
How did they spell parlor?
Parler.
Parler.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's parlay based. It's not parlor. It's parlay.
Parlay.
Yeah, I just say parlor because I'm an asshole. But it's parlay. To parlay.
To parlay.
Yeah, like to talk. You know, like when they go mobsters. Like we're gonna have a parlay. You know, where you talk and you try to calm shit down. That's what it is. I just call it parlor.
We're gonna have a sit.
The Americans call it
sit
parlor,
down.
but it's parlay.
Parlay.
You are correct, sir. Yeah. Yeah. So parlor. I'm on that shit. Not that I parlay much. I just remembered to post today, but I'm gonna post more. I guess you got to start migrating from Twitter But the thing is, they're controlling everything now with Instagram. Like I've been shadow banned the longest time on Instagram. Like you got to know me to go to it. You won't find me randomly.
Yeah.
You can't search all that shit. So they make it hard.
Goddamn communists.
It's not even a communist thing. It's this technocracy, right? The
Yeah.
Internet of Things.
It's the new communism.
But you know what? When I used to talk about this, when I was in virtual reality, how everything's supposed to go more like AR, VR. Everything's documented. Everything's controlled. Look at your Quest. That might got you. The VR headset, the Oculus. You notice that you're logged into Facebook, right? Try to log out.
Oh, you can't. I know this already. You couldn't even create an account without Facebook.
No, you can't even create. You can't even be part of the system. You can't even be part of it if you don't have a Facebook account. So let's say you were off the grid, you would have to create a Facebook account, okay, to put you on the grid somewhere where your internet data can be mined from, right? And then in order to join this thing, you have to use that account connected. And then while you're using it, you can't get rid of that account. That account's always connected. So anything you do there is monitored by your overlords at Facebook. And then they build profiles on you. And that's how they know what to sell you, what to send you, shit like that. It's very scary. The future is very scary. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to. That's nuts, bro.
Yeah. And the future's supposed to be you don't own shit. Everything is rented. Everything is loaned out, reused. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see what we get with this.
It's sad.
It's super sad, dude. But what do you want me to do? Like, I've been talking about this shit for years. The majority of people don't fucking listen.
It's happening.
And it's happening. What do you want me to do?
Even cars, they're like everything. Everything is going to be that.
You know what I've been getting fucking pissed about lately? Is my car, whenever the fucking Google comes on for my phone, when I don't ask it to and it comes on, it's like, yeah, what do you want? How can I help you? I was like, I didn't fucking call you. Mind your business, phone.
You want to laugh? Sometimes I listen to rap music in my car. Sometimes when in said rap songs, they say the N-word.
Your phone pops up and
My
goes,
phone pops up.
do you need the police, sir? Is an unwanted criminal stepping into your vehicle. Is that what it says? Are you saying Google is racist?
Oh,
You're saying Google at the first sounds of a black man, they're like, this ain't normal. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're trying to say? Are you saying Google is racist or your phone? Which one? Pick one.
The Google, because it's the Google services that pop up. What do you need?
Is that what it says?
Yeah. We heard you need assistance.
Yeah. God damn, that's funny.
And it's like, what the fuck? And I've noticed it's only when I play really like trap heavy songs, like Murder.
No, I'm just listening to music. Okay,
Yeah.
blink twice if he's in the car with you. Blink twice if you need aerial support.
Aerial
support, Jesus Christ.
You mean the Little Mermaid?
Yeah, aerial support. Ariel Helwani. That's fucking funny.
Oh, speaking of Ariel, you know Amber Heard?
Yeah.
Her red hair in the Aquaman, the first
That's what
one.
made you think of Ariel.
Yeah.
I figured.
There's like, I think the petition is up to 1.5 million people that have signed it to get her off Aquaman 2.
Can I say something though? Who signs these petitions?
People, bro.
Because look, I'm not saying the girl's a fucking cunt, obviously.
Yeah.
But
a bombshell though. Fuck,
there's
she's
so
hot.
much. Yeah, she's cute. But there's so much that you could be doing with your life. That's the kind. You're like, I want to sign a petition to get Amber Heard from. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck either. But then again, it takes 5 seconds and. Well, because like Johnny Depp, even his exes came out and defended him.
Which let's be honest, that's pretty funny.
You know what I mean?
When even your ex is willing to say good things about you.
Exactly, that you've broken up with or whatever, and they're not like, no, he's a piece of shit. Imagine how much, of I guess a good person. I don't know him personally, so I can't say that. But you know what I mean? When you have people who would take the first chance to fuck you over, don't. It says a lot about you.
It would have been funny.
You know what I mean?
It would have been funny if he's arguing that he's a good husband. So as a witness that he's a good husband, he brings 3 of his mistresses. I brought 3 of my mistresses here to tell you I'm a good guy. And the wife's like, wait, what? He's great to us. Yeah, but clearly not to me. Like
Cheating? Yes. Beating you up? No.
Never.
Never.
Never. That would have been funny.
Oh God. But also again, it sets like a fucking precedence, don't you find? With all this shit that has happened, even with our friends.
First of
case.
all, cancel culture. That's the problem with cancel culture, right?
Yeah.
So Steph in the chat says she signed that petition to get her out of Aquaman. Just because people are, save the animals and stuff. You'll sign certain petitions, she says.
Save the animals.
Yeah.
Fuck the animals. No, it's a joke.
It better be a goddamn joke, sir.
No, I meant like fuck them, like literally fuck them.
Well, incest isn't a thing I want to talk about here, so you leave that to yourself.
Are you calling me an animal?
Yes. No, but I don't like that cancel culture is fucking weird now. So again, I had asked this. For certain people, is there a path to redemption? Right? Depending on what you do. Are you always, now they catch you doing something? Are you always a villain? Now it's for life, you're exiled?
No.
You know? Like what's even fucking thieves, robbers, whatever the fuck you want, would get away with something. They go to jail 10 years, they serve their time and they're out. They serve their time, they're back in society. But if you're in Hollywood, I don't know, you say something fucking controversial, you said, something counter to their culture, you're never coming back. It's over. But these fucking child molesters they have there.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, they fucking Polanski, they all fucking clap for him. They're proud of him. They love him, all that shit. Like, where's the line?
Yeah.
The
goalpost.
Yeah, the goalpost keeps moving. Not even it moves. It seems like if you do something bad for the general public, but with them it's cool, like pedophilia, shit like that, then they'll find a way to defend you. But if you go counter media, if you're like, fuck this right-left bullshit, stupid commies, then they fucking panic. They're like, no, as if you did something so serious. Get him off YouTube. Yeah. Tim Pool's video got pulled from YouTube the other day.
Sorry, what was it about?
Tim Pool had fucking, our boy Malice was on, and they brought Alex Jones too. Alex Jones shut up.
Nice.
So it's all in Tim Pool's basement. It's fucking Alex Jones and Malice. And yeah, they pulled YouTube pulled it. They said it went against their guidelines. Now, I don't know whether it did or not. It probably did because it's fucking YouTube. Everything's against their guidelines. But there's just 3 dudes fucking around.
It's frustrating.
Yeah.
It's frustrating to see this. Like during the Million March there that they were chanting "Stop the Steal," in DC.
What?
You didn't see that?
Stop the steal.
There was a protest in Washington, D.C.
Oh, are you talking about the Million MAGA March?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. It was a protest. I thought it was like a solidarity thing.
It was a solidarity thing and also a protest. And it was nice to see because some people took videos and posted them afterwards. There was people from all walks of life. Like, you name it.
Handicaps?
Black, white, handicaps, gays.
So there were handicaps.
There were everyone that you could think of.
Many handicaps.
Rural, city, they were all like from all walks of life.
Handicaps.
Which was nice to see.
Okay.
But Facebook, basically what they did is they wouldn't let them go live on Facebook.
See, that's weird. That's weird.
But then there's also the other argument yesterday during my live stream when I spoke about this. It's possible that there were too many people trying to go live at the same time, and the
Oh, so you're saying is it wasn't like a policy?
Handle it, yeah.
It was a server. Okay, I thought the policy didn't let them.
Well, they couldn't go live on Facebook. Now the question begs to ask: was it Facebook stopping them, or is just the server couldn't handle fucking 100,000 people going live at the same time from the same?
Also,
location?
how many handicaps can you handle on a live server? You want that? We already talked about it on the morning show where that fake handicap tried to break in here.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Fucking
handicap.
You like saying it like that?
I love it. It's like a Street Fighter move. Handicap.
It is actually.
Yeah.
Hadouken.
Handicap.
Handicap. Yeah. That one should be mine.
That one should be yours. Yeah. It's crazy how you figured out that was a criminal. And it was all a farce.
Well, like I said, lately I've been able to think a little more clearly.
Yeah. Because Poseidon figured out, for those of you that weren't in the loop on the morning show we talked about on Friday, Thursday I was away. I was going to the dentist, and then I stopped and bought a comic book because I'm a fucking child. And while I was doing that, Phil was on the phone. There was a man in a wheelchair trying to come in the studio, and he was telling Phil, I would like to take a tour. And Phil's like, no, the owner's not here. He's like, ask the owner. He's like, I'm the owner. You get the fuck out of here. There's no tours. He's like, come on, man. I came all the way from Laval by foot. And Phil looked at him and laughed. He's like, well, you don't have feet, sir, so that's not possible. Anywho, this man in the wheelchair kept being aggressive with Phil, asking questions about what we do here, wanted to come inside. It was clear that he was trying to stake the place out, right? But the evidence came in the form of Poseidon's mind, because Poseidon asked, wait a second, how did that Hundikip get up here? Which is a very good question, because in order to get to the elevators, you got to walk like, how many flights of stairs is it? Like
It's a one big flight of stairs.
Yeah, it's substantial. It's substantial. You can't, there's no ramp. That was the smartest thing Poseidon ever said. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we figured it out that guy was, he faked it. He was looking around, scoping out the place, trying to see what he can steals.
I'm just searching something up as related to that.
He had a fake wheelchair.
Yeah. It's possible because he was talking about, what was Phil talking about? The box?
Yeah, like his chair had like a box around it, like you couldn't see. Yeah.
See, because if he squats.
Because essentially, Phil, at first he thought he had no legs, then he thought he saw little legs, and he's like, oh, it's like a mutant. But then he's like, wait a second, there's a box there, and he seems to be like in. But that was Poseidon's moment, because I hadn't thought about the stairs downstairs. And then we're going to find out on Monday. We'll find out tomorrow, because we asked the building, can you check the cameras? This is the time he came in. How the fuck did this guy come in? Yeah. So I want to see him in the cameras walking in, putting the chair down.
Imagine we see that. Bro, I'm going to find him and actually break his legs.
But they do it in buildings like this. They do it a lot. I remember when I worked in VR, some guy had come, and it took him, well, there we had mostly laptops. He robbed the place blind, like a couple of $1,000 in less than a minute. In the middle of the night, it was when one of the guys went out to, I think, to eat something or some shit. And no one was there. It was the middle of the night. And it was the one fucking time where I left my goddamn MacBook, because they give you laptops, where I left it at fucking work.
Fuck.
Stole everything.
Yeah, you got to be careful with these thieves.
Yeah.
But I don't get, nowadays, to steal like a device, like even if you steal a cell phone, like you can.
Kevin says some guys outside of his house just had an accident, and one of the guys is trying to say that the other guy backed into his car because he's probably a racist. It's a big leap.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's a big leap.
That is a very big leap. This is the Chinese jumping on cars to claim insurance situation.
So Dennis says, by the way, speaking of the morning show where I spoke about the Ninja Turtles comic, he says he read the latest Ronin, the last Ronin comic book of the Turtles, and it was well worth it. I told you guys, it's a good book. Whether you like turtles or cartoons or anything, it doesn't matter. The story, it's an allegory. All right, it could be any. It doesn't have to be turtles. It could be anything. It's just a good story.
Could be giraffes.
Giraffes. But yeah, could be giraffes.
Imagine ninja giraffes.
Ninja giraffes, yeah. Why do you say it like that weird?
Giraffe.
Giraffe.
It's giraffe.
It's giraffe.
Giraffe.
It's giraffe.
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 It's giraffe. Also, so racist Google, that's what you're going to ask now.
Hold on.
Yeah.
How to say giraffe?
With your mouth. Giraffe. Yeah.
I was right.
Yeah, racist Google. That's who you're gonna listen to.
Giraffe.
Yeah, that's the same woman who pops up whenever a black guy says something in your car. That's who you're gonna listen to now.
Giraffe.
You see, giraffe. Giraffe. Giraffe.
Okay, giraffe then.
Hippopotamus. Teenage Mutant Ninja Pigeons. Yo,
what?
I was watching.
Yes.
I was watching a cinefilm.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching movies.
Mm-hmm.
This morning at my house.
Mm-hmm.
I was on the couch. My dog escaped. She went to hide. And I put on different stuff just to catch like a glimpse of shit to see if I like anything. I realized I hate everything.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like they don't make anything good anymore. Like everything seems like it's the same thing repackaged. Do you know what I mean? Like all the commercials feel the same. Like one man can save the world. You know that? Or it's one woman. And all the guys think she's an idiot because she has a vagina, but she's going to prove them wrong.
Do you know why I think that
like
is?
It's the same shit over and over.
Do you know why I think it is?
Mm.
Have you heard of the saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it?
It's broken, bro. It's fucking broken.
No, but you know, you get what I mean.
I get what you mean.
If it sells-
if they're making money, if it sells, but I feel like it sells to the dumbest people in society because they're like, what? A girl, and they said she can't compete with the boys. I gotta watch this. I think she might be able to compete with the boys, guys. Yeah, obviously that's the fucking movie. It's
No, I get it, but yeah, no, I understand. It's because it's whatever has brought success in the past. They'll try to
emulate it.
You know what I mean?
I don't know what the fuck's up with like original. Doesn't anybody want? I mean, I like the original shit.
There's still some original stuff.
Look, the
Umbrella
last original thing. Umbrella's not new, and that was a book too. But the last original thing we saw was Blood of Zeus. And then I thought that all these cartoons are gonna be like that, so I try to watch other cartoons on Netflix, and they're all shit.
Oh, you know which one apparently is also really good? Devil Boy, I think it's another anime. Devil Man, I think. What was that? Apparently, it's a very good anime. I think it's a Netflix original. Also.
I don't know if I saw another devil-related cartoon a while back on Netflix, and it was basically the devil, but he worked at Burger King.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you heard me. It was an anime. He was the devil, but he had to get a part-time job, so people don't know he's the devil. And he worked at Burger King, something like that. And then there was a girl there who I'm assuming in that universe must have been between 12 and 15. I'm not sure, but she had a fat ass and huge tits, and he wanted to bang her. And I was like, what is happening here? How is this what kind of cartoon is this?
Okay, what about Lucifer?
You told me about that. I'm never watching that stupid
Why?
shit. He's the devil, but he owns a nightclub and has to deal with everyday problems. Oh my God, taxes, liquor license. No. What in the devil am I going to do? Change the fucking channel. That's what you're going to do.
It goes deeper than that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's way deeper.
No, it's not, but go on.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, go on.
Basically, so I'm going to give you the premise. Basically,
give me the premise of Lucifer.
God is always fucking with him because he betrayed God.
Hold on. For those of you just joining us, Poseidon is going to give me the premise of a show called Lucifer.
Yeah. And basically, this is the devil, and he's basically caused all the crazy events in life. So World War II with Hitler and shit, he was the cause of that. And
he was the cause of it. It wasn't Hitler.
He poisoned Hitler's mind type of shit. Anyways, it's make believe, we know, but you know.
So the devil doesn't like the Jews in this show.
Oh fuck! I never realized. I guess.
Okay, so go on.
And the reason why I like it is because in the hell that he runs, right? Yeah. This is what I like about this show.
So he runs hell, or he runs a nightclub?
He runs hell. Okay, but he took a vacation, basically. Okay. But the reason why I like it is because in the hell, the way they describe hell, it has to do a lot with life, I find. So in hell, the people who go to hell don't actually get tortured by the demons and by the devil. They're actually the ones torturing themselves. So this is
Hollywood, basically.
Yeah, it's their own
So
guilt.
essentially, a guy who's an anti-Semite runs Hollywood. It doesn't make sense. A lot of it doesn't make sense. And that's not where you want to be if you don't like the Jews. Doesn't make sense.
No, it's basically so they create their own hell loop based off of the guilt, based off of something they did in their life.
Yo, so Adidaba saying, hey, Pantelis' friend, meaning you, if they copied what works, why haven't they copied Stanley Kubrick? Which is fucking true. Why don't you copy something good? You sons of bitches. I'll tell you why. Because Stanley Kubrick was onto their cocksuckery. And he was going to fucking out them. And then they ruined his last movie, which is Eyes Wide Shut.
Ah, yes, that movie.
Where he was outing all of these elites and their orgies and their pedophile rings. Apparently that was, did I ever tell you about that? You want to hear something fucked up?
Yeah.
This is good conspiracy stuff. I should start a new conspiracy podcast. But where am I going to find the time? So Kubrick, he had, Eyes Wide Shut, he had the final word on editing. He had final cut. That was part of his contract. Now, the movie that we see now that we get is a different cut from the cut that he had, okay?
Interesting.
Because he showed the preliminary cut. It was a screening, and all the people from, what was it? Was it Warner Brothers that had this movie originally? They were all there to see it. And when the movie ended, they walked out apparently furious, and he got into a shouting match. People saw him, witnesses, like people that were on the movie with him. They had talked about it. It was Nicole Kidman, I think. Like they had talked about him fighting with that big producer guy to cut something out, or he was furious. Like the guy was fuming. Now, that's a little serious to be about a movie if you don't like the ending or something like that. You know what I mean? Like that. You could be like, hey, Stanley White Jews, but this guy was fuming because I guess he said too much. Now, the rumor has, and this is a rumor now, we go from what really happened, we have like eyewitness accounts to the rumor. So the rumor is up to you to believe. What they said is that the scene in question that really pissed the guy off wasn't that he was saying too much about that house party that was happening, because people were already aware of these rituals that these people do. People knew that one of the things that was happening, one of the orgies in there involved kids. And that's what set the guy off. That's what set the guy. He goes, no, that they can't we can't tell the public about that shit. I'm going to get ruined. And that's what ruined it for him.
Holy shit.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Yeah. Also, you know who does good analysis of these movies?
Who?
Was it Robert Eager on YouTube? He's a teacher. He does film studies and stuff. He does I don't remember who said this. I don't think it was him. It might have been him. But yeah, because you basically there's all this stuff around these movies. There's videos of people behind the scenes talking from, and then you there's crazy shit that people have said that just gets swept under the rug. Yeah.
God damn. Well, time to go down the rabbit hole again. I'm gonna look into this.
Oh, dude, look at Stanley Kubrick stuff. Look at the.
Fuck, I love it how last week I said I'm not going down the rabbit hole again. Now you said this, I'm going down the rabbit hole again.
Eyes Wide Shut is crazy because the thing about Kubrick. So you know, like when Phil directs.
How did he die, by the way?
I don't know. They said he died. He got sick and died, but his health deteriorated in that week. He died a few days after that argument I just told you about. That was in the same week.
Interesting.
Yeah. He died like right before the movie was supposed to come out.
That's suspicious.
It's very suspicious. That's what I'm telling you. It's all very suspect. But so Kubrick has this thing.
Yeah.
The reason why people always read a lot into him is because every frame. So, you know, like let's say when we were doing the sketch, right?
Yeah.
You know, Phil is filming. Phil cares, like 99.9% of directors out there, cares about you, the background. Kubrick was completely different. Everything that you see in that frame, in the background, everything is meticulously thought out. The cup, the way the cup is, what does the cup say? Everything is all thought. The colors, everything is thought out. We were in the depth, you never looked at the background.
No.
Right? You never looked at the background.
No, never.
You, like, what's there, Gatorade or whatever. This guy, everything has to be accounted for.
That's impressive. It's very impressive. Okay, what about the trees? And the aerial shot of the Rothschild castle there.
What do you mean? Okay, no. This is what I'm trying to tell you. So everything, because I was just reading the comments, because he died before he could finish the movie, and the execs were furious about a sequence. He says that was quickly slapped together with the dailies. Whatever, something pissed him off, and then he died. So I can't tell you what pissed him off, but I'm assuming it was kids. It could have been anything though. So everything that's in the screen, everything you see, this guy thinks about. So there's a lot of rumors about The Shining, about what he meant from The Shining. They say the moon landing, whatever the fuck, all that. Forget all that shit. That's a lot of speculation, and I can't prove or disprove. But there's a lot of undertones of like Native American death and guilt of the Native American genocide. Okay, there's a lot of that. Mm-hmm. So years, like someone had put, like people were saying there's different rumors, but never that rumor, like of what it might mean, what the message of The Shining is, the way he made it. And Kubrick would never answer anything. But a journalist, like a film, wrote that years later. He wrote like of The Shining, like the undertones of Native American genocide and all that. And Kubrick sent him a thing congratulating him for figuring it out. So all that shit that people thought you were reading too much into it just because he has like the baking powder in the back and all that, it's not what it means, all the imagery. They were actually right, these conspiracy people, because he would put everything that was in the frame was there for a reason. He would look at everything. Whatever's in frame, it's there for a reason. You have to look at it for a reason. There's a reason for everything. So this goes back to saying what you said about Eyes Wide Shut. Well, what he did, which was interesting, is that the house, right, the big, it wasn't the house that you see on the outside and the house that's on the inside is two different places in real life.
Yeah, I knew this.
The outside where the gate is, where he filmed, that's the Rothschilds
castle in the UK or something.
UK or New York, I think, wherever the fuck it is, or maybe the movie's in New York, whatever. But it's the Rothschilds' place.
Okay.
And then the rest of the movie is where he filmed it. Yeah. But that was just for people who understand, who know. He's trying to tell you that's where we're going into. You get it? Yeah, we're not physically there. They won't let us in. But this is where we're going into. This
the belly of the beast.
The belly of the beast. This is the world that we're looking into now. God damn. But these are things that regular people, myself included, I would never think about watching a movie.
Yeah.
I wouldn't read too much. The only movies that they open little holes and I'm like, oh, fuck, I think he's talking about XY thing, was the first time when I saw it was like, remember when we saw The Cure for Wellness?
Yes.
The Cure for Wellness, because they made it too obvious.
Yeah.
The Cure, it was a very, very obvious analogy. I was like, okay, this is obvious.
But you know what I love? I love the confusion in the movie theater after that. You remember that? Do you remember when the movie ended and everyone was just staring at each other like, what the fuck did I just watch? And then you looked at me and you were like, I think this was about the Illuminati. I'm like, oh my God, I thought the same thing. But they made it very obvious.
They made it too obvious. Yeah, it was 'cause normally it's layered. There's a lot of veils between it. That one, the guy made it really, really obvious. And then I looked into the guy who had originally, I think the guy who wrote it, he had made another, he's very much into that kind of shit.
Yeah.
So it just confirmed my suspicion. Yeah, but he made it way too that movie. Yeah, like if you have a basic understanding of like just you know what you see, like the allegories and all that, you're gonna get it. You watch a movie, like I get what he means.
But I loved the people's confusion in the movie theater. It was so funny.
Well, it was a weird movie.
Yeah, it was a very weird movie. But in Eyes Wide Shut, another thing, even you know what he does. That this I read online. I didn't figure it out by myself, by the way. Even the scenes between, so you know when it cuts from the city, when they're in the city to
in Eyes Wide Shut, you're talking about?
In Eyes Wide Shut.
Okay.
And it cuts to when they're at the mansion or when they're dealing with this shadow society. Even in those scenes, because it's around Christmas, right, in the movie.
Yeah.
In the movie, he does it on purpose, that the scenes where they're in the city, he makes it on purpose to be super colorful. This I read that it's a theory. To be super colorful and full of lights and full of glamour, and so it could look pretty. And he did it on purpose to show the scenes of the mansion and all that to be super, not bland, but to look kind of dark and depressing. To show the
contrast.
But
you didn't say anything suspicious. Okay. That's what every movie maker would do, right? When they're happy, there's going to be more bright lights.
No, but it goes deeper to show that this is the reality they set up. So he was using Christmas to show that this is the reality they've set up.
I don't know. I feel like you made me dumber just for that minute.
But this is what I've read.
I don't know, but I'm saying what you said wasn't anything. It's like saying, dude, they use lights and they light you up and then they film. Like you're making it sound like it's something crazy, but you haven't said anything crazy.
No, but like to show that this is the reality they want you to perceive, but when you're here, this is the actual reality of the world type of thing. You know what I mean?
Interesting. I don't know.
Well, that's what I read. How accurate?
I don't know how you read it though. That's the other thing. You're not a big reader, so what you read and what you understood are two totally different things. More. Yeah, but I've noticed that what you read and what you understand are two different things. Like we could read the same thing, and then I'll be like, "Fuck," and then you'll look at me, you're like, "What? Why?" I'll be like, "Well, fuck, didn't you just read it? I read it, but what did you understand?" So we could read the same thing, but we don't always understand the same thing. What is that? What was that?
I'm retarded.
It took all these years. Now that's what figured it out. That's what helped figure it out. God damn, you fucking psychopath. Let's see. You should read the original short story by Arthur Schnitzler, Dream Story. It's really good, and the comparison with Eyes Wide Shut is interesting.
What's it called?
Dream Story. 'Twas all a dream. Kubrick was good at that. I like that he pissed off Stephen King. You know how pissed off Stephen King was with The Shining?
Why?
Because it wasn't. Basically, he's like, I'm making a movie about The Shining, and fucking Stephen King was like, this is amazing. It's fucking Kubrick. He's gonna make a movie about my book. It wasn't his book. It was he basically took.
Shit.
Yeah, he made his whole fucking thing up.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's pissed him off so much. He deviated completely. Like, they shouldn't even called it The Shining.
Isn't Stephen King a fucking copycat or some shit that I had read?
I don't know about him being a copycat. He is he's definitely he's overhyped. He's overrated. Stephen King, big time. If you look at his entire body of work and the stuff that worked, he is overrated. That's true. But the stuff that did last in culture did have a big impact. Carrie, It, then The Watchtower, whatever. I don't know if you consider that. The Shining, but the Shining movie had an impact, and the movie was all the shit that Kubrick was coming up with. So we credit, again, we throw that to King, but if you credit that movie, that's fucking, the performance of those actors and Kubrick for being a psychopath.
Yeah, you have to have some level of psychopathy in order to have everything accounted for in the frame. That's bananas.
Yeah, it's Dirty Forest saying how Stephen King was so pissed he had to direct his own version, which was the made-for-TV movie with those animals in the maze and shit. You never saw that. I remember it was on TV when I was young.
What did he call it?
The Shining. I mean, it's The Shining.
So there's two Shining movies.
Yeah, one was a made-for-TV two-parter, I remember, and the movie that Kubrick made.
Interesting.
Both very different feels. Like Kubrick, everything about the music that he was using, the sound, made you feel uneasy. But you know, the good filmmakers, they use everything at their disposal to convey a feeling, instead of just like, you know. Also, I guess cheap filmmakers use that too, because if you look at all the new horror movies, it's a loud music, and then there's also a visual scare. So it's those jump scares, but they also time it like the Insidious. Like that's what bothered me. Not Insidious. Who was that other one now?
Paranormal Activity.
Not Paranormal Activity. The one that says one of the scariest movies ever, and I fucking saw it. It's where the kids, they always take the kids. There's a house of murder. Ethan Hawke was in it. The fuck was it called? It's not Insidious. It's one of those words though. Anyways, that I was watching that movie because they said it's one of the scariest movies, but it's not real. I mean, yeah, I can understand they said they had monitored people for their heartbeats. I can understand how people's heartbeats were up and they were because of all the loud noises and the jump scares, but it doesn't mean that the movie is such a good piece. Oh, Sinister, that's the movie, yeah, to make you scared. Because, for example, Hereditary, movie was terrifying.
By the way, that is the
but it's not because of jump scares.
I know.
It makes you feel uneasy. It spends the first half of the movie is let me break you down.
Yeah.
They break you down. They make you feel terrible, and then all the creepy shit comes in. So when mentally you're broken down, they start inserting scary shit. That's smart filmmaking, not just bang boom. You know.
Yeah. But that is usually horror movies make me laugh. Even
Hereditary is fucking creepy.
Even what's the one we watched? The one with the Swedes.
Oh, Midsommar.
Yeah, that one kind of made me laugh.
It's
also,
the same guy from Hereditary.
Yeah, but Hereditary is the only one. Like, you remember when I was watching it, how I was sitting, bro? I was sitting like this, holding the pillow, bro. I was like,
yeah, and you saw it with me.
Yeah,
and that was the second time I watched it. Yeah,
and fuck, man, what a creepy movie. And then I realized that scene at the end. You realize at the end that from the beginning the action has started.
Oh yeah, but you just never paid attention.
You just never paid attention.
When I watched it the second time, I noticed all kinds of shit I never noticed the first time. People in places. Yeah.
I was like, hold up.
Yeah.
It's, I realized when I saw that guy at the end, he was the same guy at the beginning.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah, it's all fucking creepy. Yeah.
That movie is the only one that has able to get a reaction like that out of me.
Yeah,
apart from that, even Insidious, like I've jumped a bit.
Yeah, but again, Insidious does the same thing.
Yeah.
Jump scare happens, and they use that fucking that drum, bang, all that shit.
The devil drum.
Yeah, and it's like, come on, man. Like, yes, I got scared, but the reason I got scared is because of a fucking loud noise in the back of my head. So it would have scared me even if you showed me a fucking baby. Bang, I would have. Oh, what the fuck is that? You know, it's not the same as changing your emotions. You know.
Yeah,
inside and fucking with you. Exorcist 3, by the way, is good to fucking scare you.
Really?
Yeah, people don't, and it's a good movie. It's good acting.
Interesting.
Exorcist 3, not 2, 3. 1, all right. 1, it is what it is. It's still scary. I haven't seen it in forever, but I don't know if that's scary because of the way I remember it as a kid, or if it really was that scary. But as a kid, the way I remember it, the most terrifying thing ever. The face, the voice.
It was the walking that creeped me out.
What walking?
The upside down walking.
But the original one that I had seen, I don't think that scene was in it. I think that was added later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember the only scene. I think that was one of the new things that would add in like a DVD version. And we already discussed this. You never actually watched Exorcist.
I've never actually watched it. I've only captured.
You saw the scenes online, whatever they showed you. That's what I'm saying. So you don't know. No, that was, I think, in one of those, because I think in the original, I remember the backwards walking. Let's see. Insidious is creepy as fuck. Yeah, Insidious is creepy. But again, they do a lot of those dung.
Yeah.
And Insidious, I was more interested in like that whole story about different dimensions.
Yes.
I like that.
But then they fucked it all up.
Yeah, it all goes to shit.
Yeah, after I think the third one, it just turned into fucking, it sells, so let's fucking make something up.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened with, I don't know if it was different writers or, because it feels like they were going really strong in the writing and then they just gave up. They're like, okay, this doesn't make any sense as is. It's just...
Well, it's the same thing of milking it until it fucking dries out, basically. I think that's what it is. Like what happens with Supernatural or Paranormal Activity, bro. Remember how scary Paranormal Activity, the first one was?
Paranormal Activity, the first one was only scary because when it's the first of its kind, that's what and Paranormal Activity, even though technically it wasn't the first of its full kind, it was kind of a Blair Witch knockoff, but it was still that whole, in the back of your head, Could it be real?
Yeah.
These aren't famous actors I'm looking at. Could it be real? And then it fucks with you and it makes you more scared.
Yeah.
Like you're watching something you're not supposed to be watching and it makes you more scared. But then after the first movie, when the same actor comes, you know what I mean? There's continuity. Then you're like, okay.
It starts to lose its
appeal. Yeah.
But they've made, 18 Paranormal Activities? Like, at some point, it's like, okay, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we get it.
They should do a new one called Normal Activity. It's just Paranormal Activity 1 and 2 were good. The rest, why? Dirty Four says. Yeah, but they do that with everything. That's just part of the...
It's like Supernatural has 18 seasons.
And it's still going?
I think it's still going. Bro, let me go.
So are they just bad at their jobs? Like, I don't understand.
No, I think it's just milking.
Were they not supposed to save the world already by now?
No. It's you know what it is that we've talked about this already. So you know how 15 seasons, bro.
That's too much.
So you know how the reason why you like Japanese stuff is because there's an ending to it. Like, remember Death Note, there was an ending.
Yeah, Death Note had a logical ending.
You know what I mean?
Like, we can't go any further. This is it.
But I've noticed all the Western shit.
Yeah, I've said this years ago. I said that's the problem with Western media is that instead of making a complete story, what they do is they make a world and they just keep throwing. It's like a DLC. They just keep throwing stuff into it as long as people keep buying.
It's like Call of Duty. After this Call of Duty, I think I'm never touching Call of Duty again.
That's not true. I don't believe you. Nobody believes you. They all know you're a piece of shit.
No, you know why?
Look, when do we start Christmas theming this place up?
What are we? We're
November the 15th.
15th, eh?
2020.
I say beginning of December. First week of December.
Yeah? Okay.
I think it's acceptable.
I like Christmas music and stuff.
That's because you never worked in a mall, you're saying that.
What do you mean?
You've never worked in a mall. So if you worked in a mall, you'd hate Christmas music. I worked in a mall for...
Maybe if I worked in an Arab mall, I would hate Christmas music, but I like Christmas music.
No. No, what I'm trying to say is...
I know, I'm fucking busting your balls.
Yeah, I heard it so many times. It was the same music over and over.
Flying around the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
But I like that stuff.
Yeah, but I've heard it so many times. I'm like...
You worked in so many malls. What the fuck am I saying?
Tell us I worked in a mall.
I remember when you worked in Laval. Remember that?
Ugh. Those were dark times.
Yeah, that was fun.
Belle.
Let's dress up Poseidon like a Christmas tree. Or no, you're going to be our Santa this year.
Yeah,
it'll be the closest you get to having a real beard on you.
I have the hat and everything.
I'm not kidding about Link or Over.
Hold on.
Left Bank. It's really creepy in a good way. I don't know what that is.
What movie?
Link or Voiver.
Oh, 25th is on a Friday.
Okay. Oh, so that means that we're going to have another morning show. Christmas themed.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, we'll do a morning show that day. Christmas themed. Phil won't be here. He's got kids. He can't leave on Christmas. Yeah. It's going to be early so I could come and then leave. From November 1st to January 3rd, every fucking day. You know what? I don't mind that. Santa outfit for Pantelis. Elf outfit for Poseidon. I want to be a reindeer.
Really? A reindeer?
Yeah. And I want to have one of those deer crossing signs and just walk in the middle of the street with it. I'm crossing here, bro. I'm fucking crossing here.
Oh, shit.
Yo. Okay, so you're upset about Amber Heard.
Yeah.
Forget that. Let me tell you what I'm upset with. Fucking IGN, bro. Misleading cocksuckers. So they put up an article and they knew what they were doing. So you heard about this Snyder cut. You heard about Justice League. It was shit. We know it's shit, but Snyder said it's not my movie. I'm going to cut my own version and we're going to see it on HBO Max in 2021. So the headline wrote yesterday from IGN. Snyder confirms that his cut will only have 4 minutes of new footage. Now, what does that tell you? What does that tell you?
That tells me that he's full of shit.
Right? Doesn't that sound like the new movie has basically, it's the same movie.
Just, I added 4 minutes.
Yeah, that's not true. That's not true. That's the headline. What they meant by that was that they recorded 4 new additional stuff that wasn't recorded before with 2 different actors just for something about the story they needed. But it's full. Half of it is stuff that you didn't see in the theaters. But 4 minutes were recorded brand new, like recently, to add to it. That's what. But these fucking cocksuckers did it on purpose because then people in the chat were like, well, then what the fuck? That's the same goddamn movie. What are we talking about? Just so that IGN could be like, oh my God, look at these trolls getting mad. It's not the same movie, but you wrote it in a way that you knew people were going to understand that and get mad.
What a bunch of cunts.
Imagine I start next episode. I'm like,
That's my
guys,
new favorite word, by
very
the way.
sad news for you guys before we... Poseidon is dead. Tired. He's dead tired, so he's not here. He needed to rest a bit. Like, people would get fucking pissed if I would just fuck around like that, but that's what they did. So when I saw that, I was like, you cocksuckers, you know? Because right when I saw it, I was like, what the fuck? That's such a...
So more than half of the movie is actually changed.
Yeah, you haven't seen.
God damn.
Yeah.
Interesting. I want to watch it then.
Yeah, and then I'm interested in watching. It's a different movie, apparently. But when you see it the way it's written, you're like, wait, what the fuck? That's the same goddamn movie.
What a bunch of assholes.
Yeah.
I hate that shit. A lot of the news are like that.
Yeah, that's the
nowadays.
media.
Oh,
Even games media is garbage, yeah.
You know what I found funny that happened? So you remember Trump held a press conference at the Four Seasons Landscaping?
The Four Seasons Landscaping,
Yeah. So in the video game, they made a mod where they recreated the Four Seasons Landscaping, and a bunch of people dressed up as furries in the video game, and they're killing each other at the Four Seasons Landscaping.
That doesn't have anything to do with anything, but I'll give you a thumbs up
I just found it funny.
fucking modders, bro. I always some impressive shit out there, right, with these games. Like I even noticed now with the like Pro Evolution Soccer, there's a whole community online that mods for the PC, and they create stadiums that are not in the game. Like stadiums that are real in real life, and they recreate them. But I remember like when I worked at EA and shit, that shit's hard, bro. That's just not easy.
Oh, that's very hard. People are just passionate about the game. Like Skyrim. Skyrim came out what year? 2011?
They're still making mods for that.
Oh, they're still making story mods.
What I remember
mods that enhance the graphics, that bring it up to date, basically.
What I remember from Skyrim mods was somebody made it because there's these fucking dragons in that game that fly around, and it's like you could just randomly find a fucking dragon. It's like it's up to you to fight them if you want to or not. But they're crazy. But you know they make dragon noises. But they had made that mod where the dragon had a cowboy hat. Do you remember this? And they put Macho Man's voice on it. You remember? Oh. So the dragon noise was like, "Ooh yeah!" He'd be coming in. It's the Macho Man. And I was dying. It was the funniest fucking thing because it's all scared. There's a dragon. He's coming in. And you're like, "Is he wearing a fucking cowboy hat?" Ooh yeah!
That's actually really funny.
Yeah, and it takes effort, you know, to do that stuff. It's impressive.
The mods that I loved was the new story mods that they would have, and the other mods that they would implement stuff from other. Like armors and weapons from other universes, like the Lord of the Rings universes. They would implement like swords, weapons, armors from that universe. You had Sauron's mace.
Sauron.
You had.
I don't think I can ever watch Lord of the Rings again.
Why?
I saw Lord of the Rings when it had first come out. You remember this, guys, when it was the big thing? Yeah. I saw each of those movies. The third one was The Return of the King. Yeah. I saw that in the theater. I saw all three in the theater. The first one, me and Dan almost fell asleep. Because we didn't, we're like, why are we here? We've been here all day. How long is this fucking movie?
I love those
because we didn't know. I'm not saying I hated those movies. What I'm saying is, together, all three of them are what, 10 hours to watch?
Yeah.
Okay. Who has 10 hours? As an adult, I'm saying. And 10 hours that I've already experienced. I cannot find an excuse where I could sit down and watch these fucking movies. By the way, that's another thing proves to me that I'm an old piece of shit. I started deciding what movie I'm going to watch based on the runtime.
That's funny.
Oh, that's too long. I got shit to do, where I got responsibilities. I can't do this.
No, but I'm still obsessed with Lord of the Rings to this day. Like every time there's something new with Lord of the Rings.
I've never watched The Hobbit.
I've watched all of them. Amazon is supposed to make a new series, like a show on the Lord of the Rings. Apparently they're remaking new video games and shit. Like they're gonna make a new Third Age for the next gen consoles, which is
Amazon should make a show about Amazons, calling it Amazon's Prime.
Are you serious?
Amazing, right there.
That's not a bad idea.
That is such good branding.
That is actually not a bad idea.
Amazon's Prime, and they're Amazons that are in their prime.
It's not actually.
It's a great idea. It could even be Wonder Woman related. She's an Amazon. Yeah. Could be Wonder Woman related. That's great branding right there. Amazon's Prime. Yeah. You're welcome, Bezos. Your shitty team over there. You need marketing geniuses like this guy. Yeah, whose birthday is it? Someone in the chat is saying happy birthday. Oh, it's Gapes. Happy birthday, Gapes.
Happy birthday to you.
Gapes is now the ripe young age of 56.
God damn.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings is way too long, Steph is saying. Yeah, dude, it's way too long. Oh,
No,
shit.
I can never rewatch the 3 original ones because it's way too long. But I mean, I loved those movies.
I have forgotten to look if there's people waiting. If there was people waiting from the Patreon in the waiting room, I am sorry.
shit.
I didn't look. But if you want, you could call in. I'm terribly sorry. We were caught up with all the busyness here of me getting a ticket when I walked in and talking all this movie junk.
Yeah.
So happy birthday, Gapes.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, Amazon's Prime. What do you think?
It's not a bad idea. I'm calling Jeff Bezos on speed dial right now.
You're calling Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Jeff.
That's how I call him. Jeff. My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff Bezos.
You know Jeff Bezos.
Imagine losing half your money and you're still the richest guy on the planet.
That's bananas.
And your ex-wife just turned to the richest woman on the planet.
That's
crazy money.
That's a brag, actually. That's a brag. I'd lose half my money on purpose.
I'm still number one.
I'm still number one.
And then he probably made it all back by now.
Oh, for sure.
Amazon is currently cooking up a show about Jeff Bezos. Conflict of interest? Anyone? Like, come on, man. That can't be an honest show. He owns the entire company.
So it's going to be biased?
It's going to be super biased. You can't do a documentary about me.
Well, I guess.
Actually, then again, if it's a documentary, who better to do it than people that are around me, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, is it a show or a documentary? If it's a show, it doesn't make sense. Because you want it to be open, where they could criticize him. Yeah.
But what if he doesn't want to be criticized?
What do you mean?
What if he doesn't want to be criticized?
Criticized? Well, that's the point. He doesn't want to be criticized. First of all, did you see what his newspaper, the Washington Post, did you see? I posted it on my Instagram feed. You didn't see what they wrote?
I think I did. What was it?
It's time for the elites to have a bigger say in who is president. You didn't see that shit, bro?
No way.
Yeah. That's why I was laughing.
Oh, that's some sus.
Yeah, you did this. You dummies did this.
That's some sus stuff, bro.
You dummies did this.
I'm telling you, we're going down a dark path. And then
Yeah.
100 years from now, they're going to be like, oh, we fucked up.
Yeah, we fucked up. We gave them.
fucked up.
But I think it's the wheels are already in motion with technology. I think we're fucked.
Yeah, eh?
Yeah, I think we're fucked. Because it's basically, think about it like we're on a big container ship, right?
Yeah.
It's a huge ship. You can't just turn it quickly out of the way. It takes a lot to move the ship in another direction, okay? Because now all the wheels are in motion. All the wheels are in motion. Everything is being monitored, right? All your data is being mined. They're already testing stuff in different countries. Like the facial recognition stuff that used to be myth is operating in China. And if you could recognize people in China, god damn it.
What
like,
better place to run it than China?
Yeah, if you could but if you could recognize then we're fucked. So the credit system, the social credit system, already running over there. They test this shit out, right? And they're not testing it out in like a village. China is a fucking modern country, dude. China they have more cell phones than us. Like they're tapped into things.
Yeah.
They're already launching. We're trying to get real 5G. They're launching a 6G satellite to see if that's gonna work. Like the Internet of Things, like everything touching each other, like everything you go is connected. Dude, I remember when I first got into virtual reality. There was a guy who wanted us, then I forgot where he got funding. I think he went somewhere else, but he wanted to do an app where now our stuff kind of works like this. But his app, the idea was that basically he'd connect with all the stores. But now I think they all do it independently. And whenever you walk into a mall, and this is gonna happen, by the way, because it's already in the motion. Like I think he was too late because by the time he talked about it, it was already being done on smaller scale. Like you know when you walk into Rockland's, if you pull out your phone, you're connected to the thing, it gives you the map of Rockland, the shopping center. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You've done that? It's fucking cool.
I haven't done it. But,
they do that.
But
They do
I've
that in
been
Laval
going to
too.
Rockland since I'm a kid, so I know
So the whole thing was every time you walk into, you have your information. You walk into a store, it already knows who you are, your sizes, all the stuff. So when you walk in, there's no need for you to waste time. You walk in, like Poseidon, welcome back. They have their iPad in front of them. All right, we have size 12 over here. Come, I'll show you. These are the new Jordans. I know you like Jordans. No. These are the colors we have. They already set up for you. You just have to say, I like those pants. There's no question. Like, okay, we don't have any of your size. They already know. You don't have to do anything. Everything is known for you, right? You have a file everywhere, and they'll tell you sales. You're getting at Foot Locker your shoes. You get a notification. Hey, by the way, next door at fucking fucking Phil's Jackets, they're doing a sale for trench coats that you like because you publicly masturbate all the time, Poseidon, on sale this week. Go over there and let them know that we sent you and you're getting a discount. And you go in, you're like, Poseidon, you came in for the discount? You know, that's what's going to be happening.
Okay, that's cool, but it's also very scary.
There you go. So here's the issue. These are all conveniences. right?
But at
The
what
trade.
cost?
There you go. The trade-off.
Yeah, it's the cost.
So I remember the first time I heard about this shit, I was like excited. I was like, oh fuck, the future's pretty cool because I had a phone, right? It was on the phone, and then it was just finding out like, wait a second, all this data is being sold from one person sell to the next person, the next. The money isn't in the sales. They don't care. The money for these companies is in the data. That's where they make the money. It's in the data. They're not going to make X company that makes the app doesn't make money off your sale at the store. They don't care about that. They care about your data. Your data is worth a lot more. Because your data, they sell to different marketing companies. They know how to target you. Because what they do is they build psychological profiles on you. They know what time of the year you like to buy what, when you watch what, when you're depressed, what kind of women you're into based on the images that you like and the porn that you look at, all that. They build a whole profile. And that's how they control you. And they know what to throw in front of you and when to throw it in front of you. How to keep you on apps longer. It's crazy what they do. So the whole thing. So what I'm saying is the Internet of Things. So now everything will be connected. The convenience is immeasurable. Immeasurable. The convenience of you don't have to think anymore. You have your phone on you. You go anywhere. They know what your usual is. You don't have to put an order in. The second you drive at Tim Hortons, they already know. You don't say anything. They go like, welcome back, Poseidon. You want the usual? The usual. You don't have to tell them. If you want something extra, then you tell them. But the regular stuff, they already know. Like a small village, but everywhere you go. You walk into a store, you can already tell them, I'm going to be there in 5 minutes. They already set up the stuff on the side. You walk in, you grab your shoes, you need to try them on. You know it's the right size. You know it's the right fit. Your clothes, same thing. You walk out. The convenience is amazing, but they know where you are, when you're there, who you're with, what you did, what you said. Everything's being recorded. Everything's time-stamped. So what you're giving up is your privacy. So essentially your freedom,
Basically.
in a way. That's the scary part that people have to understand. And the goal is to live in mega cities. The goal is, and I've said this before, people thought it was crazy until now they're seeing it. This isn't a theory I'm making up. This is just the way it's going. And this is stuff that, like, when we used to have to read all kinds of shit. We were on the bleeding edge of technology when we were in virtual reality about what these heads of these industries would write. And it kept coming back down to these mega cities that could operate in the Internet of Things, where everything, even the pavement, everything is somehow controlled by this. When the lights are going to turn on, heated sidewalks for the ice, all kinds of crazy shit, which is cool, convenient, right? But these mega cities, everyone moves to it. It gets too crowded. So your living quarters are supposed to get smaller. That's where VR comes in, because everything I just told you now is AR. VR comes in your living situation. So all the quarters get smaller. Think of Japan, right? There's only so much space.
Yeah,
so they start going up.
They have
and
those
they're
hotels
smaller.
with those
Pods.
Yeah.
Those pod hotels, those drawers. The whole thing is, well, why would you spend? You don't have to spend money. Don't worry. You'll get a small place. This is where you live in a room. But when you get home, you have your VR headset. That's where you live. You spend your money online, and you have a villa. You have, you experience all that. Your friends come over, all virtually. That's where you have your space. You get it, smaller living quarters, virtual spaces. And all that stuff, we're already accustomed to it. We buy DLC.
The Matrix.
The Matrix, yeah, basically, kind of. Crazy, yeah?
I don't want to live like that.
But I'm just saying that's what whether you like it or not, that's where mega cities are heading to. And the excuse of the fact that we waste too much. And that's not even an excuse, that's true. We waste too much. Every fucking year or two, you throw away your phone, you get a new one. You need more recyclable things. It's true. It is true. We do waste a lot. Everything's in the garbage. It's not sustainable the way we're doing things. It's true. Now, is this the best way to do it? Personally, I don't think so. I like freedom. I like privacy. I like original thought. I like people being wrong. I love that. Discussion. I don't like everything to be formulated for you.
Yeah.
But that's where we're headed. It's fucking scary, huh? The good thing is we live in Montreal and we're always 10 years behind everything. So you'll get to see it in other cities. Yeah.
First, how it plays out.
It's like that movie Player One. And I said it when I saw that movie. I fucking said, I go, you see this living quarter where they're all in shitty houses, but their houses online are amazing? That's what they're trying to get us to move towards. And I had said it when I saw that shitty movie. Yeah. Because all this shit, all you used to see in movies back in the day, that's what, it's the same ideas circulating, right? And then people get into positions of power and they're able to move technology forward. Yeah. Even The Fifth Element. When he has those little robots that come out that spin and they clean up the mess, Roombas and all that shit. So that's like, it's all stuff that comes from our heads, right? It's just how convenient is it for the world? And a lot of this stuff, like the Internet of Things, is convenient. It sounds scary because they know where you are all times. That's all true. I agree with you. But you can't tell me it's not convenient to
No, it is. But
have a system where you can't steal someone's car. Everything's on camera. We know where you are. It's all automated. AI is monitoring you. The second you go up with a gun to a car and the person evacuates their car and you're in it, an alarm is rang and cops stop you. You know what I mean? All that's what's happening. Even everything is changing the way they're doing things. Everything's changing. Even the way 911 calls are going to be made. It's all going to be AI automated.
So we're in the dawn of a new era, basically.
Dawn of a new era, yeah. Yeah, you just have to be aware of it. Because
I've been aware of it for a while, but I don't like it.
So here's the big question. Not all the world is in a mega city, right? Like, for example, let's say Montreal, Laval, mega city, okay? And they move into that world. Fucking Abitibi-Témiscamingue. It's gonna, they might not move fully into that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what's going to happen is you're going to probably have places where they're going to be viewed as like the peasants because they want to live like us now with no phones with GPS or stuff like, they don't want to have the government, everyone in their business, cameras everywhere. So I feel like that's what's going to happen. You're going to have those separations because
that divide, yeah.
You're going to have places that just don't agree. But the majority are going to be, because everything's controlled by the big cities, right? That's where that's where technology moves forward, where decisions are made.
But do you think, okay, because I've been thinking about this for a while now.
Okay.
And I've kind of had similar ideas of how it's going to be down the middle, you know what I mean?
I don't know how it's going to be. I'm just saying, and right now this is the perfect time.
Yeah.
To move this ahead because so much shit, so many jobs are lost.
Yeah. But do you think the people living in rural areas are going to kind of like live a better life?
I don't know what to tell you.
They're going to be the ones responsible for growing crops?
Nope.
Oh, yeah, because
everything's genetically modified now, bro. Are you crazy? This isn't going to last that much longer. Everything's in the lab, dude. Wait. You just wait. Everything's going to be in a petri dish. You wait.
And
that's what's happening.
You know what I saw? There's a grocery store in Laval. I saw this for the first time. I was freaking out. They have a greenhouse right on top of the grocery store.
That's fucking amazing.
So they grow everything there. They did the veggies, everything. It's there. There's no need for farms.
So there is still because there's no way they know what kind of demand they're going to get.
Yes, that is.
But I get what you're saying. Yeah.
But eventually, it's just an example for now to what the future holds.
No, the future is more of those Monsanto. The future is how far into genetically modifying stuff in a lab can we go? Because if they could start producing this shit like a conveyor belt, as if it was like a computer part, right? Start shipping out fucking tomatoes as we need them, whatever place needs them.
And they did kind of solve world hunger also at the same time.
They solve world hunger? That's what I'm saying. So people are going to be like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
No one's hungry anymore, but all those jobs are lost, right? Everything gets automated. There's a lot. And then, so when all those jobs are lost, what are they going to tell people? Look, you can't exist, right? You can't, like, work-wise, you can't exist doing that job because we don't need it anymore. So what are you going to do? That's when we fall into the real socialist state of, look, everyone just gets paid X amount of credits and you live, but you recycle everything. Like you don't own anything anymore. You just live, you're part of the system. You're allowed to have one kid if you're of this class. If you're not, go fuck yourself. And you could rent whatever, you could do whatever you want, but you rent whatever you want, but everything's monitored. You don't have your own car. It's all you call the automatic car comes and gets you. Because what's the point? Like you can't have a family. It's not you're useless. You're gonna have kids for what? There's no jobs for them. Everything's automated. It's crazy. But I'm not saying that's where we're headed. That's where it looks like we're headed.
Yeah, no, I don't like it.
Well, what do you want to do?
Move to Greece.
Okay, because that's fucking Greece is gonna be one of the Europe's first in this kind of shit, bro.
A small island.
Yeah, Europe's first when it comes.
An island in the middle of buttfuck nowhere.
It is crazy. Now, there's no guarantee we're gonna get there because we're also humans. So there's also a very good chance that we kill ourselves before this ever happens. That we blow ourselves up.
Both are equally terrible futures.
What?
Both futures are garbage. The one where we kill ourselves is garbage, and the one where we don't and establish this technocracy is garbage. They're both trash.
I'm living my extra life right now, Melanie says. Give me a break, yeah? No, live your extra life. Just fucking be happy. You know what I mean? Because we don't know. We don't know what the fuck the future has in store for us.
Well, this just did wonders for my mental well-being.
That just fucked with everyone's head now.
That just fucked with me completely. It's like, fuck, what's the point then? What the fuck is the point then?
Oh, god damn it, I just killed everyone. But look, no, I'm not trying to stress anyone out.
No, obviously.
I'm just saying, I remember when I was working in VR and AR, these are like the when the heads of these companies and stuff, these are the scenarios that they talk about that they work towards. It's just that when most people would always talk about the positives. Oh yeah, it's great. You don't need a lot of space. You'll live in smaller quarters. You have VR. They would look at the positives, but I would always look at the negative. And I'm not a pessimist, as you know, but I'm more of like I don't know, a realist, or I'm more pragmatic, because I'd be like, wait, I'm very much into freedom. You know, this individual freedom. Yes. So that's what I would always think. I would be like, yeah, that does sound good. Like in the same patch of land, instead of having 100 people, you could have 10,000. But what the fuck kind of life is that?
Yeah.
You know, what the fuck kind of life is that? And then, but why would you want to? You know, everything's automated. You know how everything's going to go. It's not a problem.
Yeah, but I don't like that. Sometimes I like the surprise. That's
what I'm saying. So I think that everything that we have.
That's why I love traveling, is that what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Who will get raped in a neighborhood that I've just showed up in? Depends on what they're wearing. Is that what you're trying to say?
No.
No, but they... So essentially, I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe that all of the stuff that we appreciate in humanity,
are going to die.
No. Poetry, all that stuff, all the stuff that's brilliant and positive, I feel like it exists because of a lot of the shitty things that we have to experience. I believe that a good poem exists because someone had to go through heartbreak. Okay? I believe that a good movie exists because someone had to watch a lot of shit movies. Do you know? I believe that all the bad stuff leads to a lot of good stuff. We learn from it. We adapt.
Yin-yang.
The yin and the yang, let's say that. So if you take all that away, right? If there's no chance of failure, somehow I feel like we lose our humanity, in the sense of what makes us human in the, not in the physical sense, but just in the emotional sense.
We lose our soul.
We lose our soul, you know what? Metaphorically speaking. Because like
Amber Heard lost her soul on those bed sheets.
You still hate Amber Heard, yeah. But do you know what I mean? Like I feel like comedy, like laughing at shit that you shouldn't laugh about, all that, you know?
Yeah.
There's something to it.
Demolition Man Future.
Demolition, yeah, kind of. Even that they were joking around, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
or like that movie. What was the movie with Tom Cruise where they had to take pills to
Minority Report?
No, where they had to subdue. Everything was white. All the cars were white inside.
Minority Report.
I think it's Minority Report. Hold
the
on.
one where they predict crimes.
No.
You ever seen that one?
It was you had to take your daily pill.
Yeah. It's Minority Report. Remember that?
No, I don't think it's this.
Minority Report was where they predicted crimes. You remember?
I've seen
That's
this. That's
kind of like where we're headed now too. By the way, you said read the novel Childhood's End by Arthur C. Clarke. Well, Gary, homeboy, who the fuck do you think this is? I've read twice and I've listened to the audiobook. Come on, bro. And Childhood's End is not about this. Childhood's End is about our alien overlords. But it's still very good, Childhood's End. Very good. Like what happens if you're given everything, if there's no disease, if you live in peace.
Hold on, I'm trying to find it.
But Minority Report, do you remember that? That was kind of where we're headed now with the Internet of Things, where they're building a psychological profile on you. So Minority Report, Poseidon.
Yes.
Minority Report, basically, you'd get arrested for a crime that you haven't committed yet. You get arrested for a crime that they say you're going to commit in the future.
Yeah, I remember seeing this. This fucks with me.
Which is questionable. People thought about that now. So same thing now with the Internet of Things and this predictive behavior. Why are you grabbing your dick, bro?
I'm scratching my balls. Sorry, they got itchy.
All right, that's just okay. So it was a heavy duty grab though. So
yeah,
you were really in there. You were really in there. So
because I shaved and my hairs are growing back. So
let's say thank you, Poseidon, for sharing. So let's say right now they build a psychological profile on you with the music you listen to, the stuff you say, the places you go, your reaction, all that stuff. And then they set everything up. They go give Poseidon. He continues his routine. On this day when he's there and she's there, he's going to punch her in the face. It's a crime. We arrest him now. But you haven't done that crime yet.
Yeah.
They're just predicting your behavior that you're going to commit that crime. So that's when it goes crazy because you're like, well, where's the limit? Also, like, how do you know 100% sure that the human being would have made that decision?
Also, you know what pisses me off? That they would assume I would punch her. What if I want to kick her in the head?
Okay, either way, a crime. You're not helping your case here, sir. Your Honor, I know that stupid machine said I was going to punch her. Not going to happen. However, I was going to kick this bitch in the face so hard. I was going to make Shawn Michaels jealous. It's going for the super kick.
You said it, and I was like, I have to take this.
That's good.
Yes.
Crazy shit, eh?
Yeah, it's nuts. The Matrix.
The Matrix.
The Matrix, man. It all goes back to
Keanu tried to warn us.
It all goes back to that movie, bro. But I don't want to live like that. The whole fun part of like me traveling, going to Greece, like it's what's gonna happen. Like in LA, remember when I was in LA and
when you got pepper sprayed by a prostitute? I remember.
And she robbed my $800.
Yes.
Yeah, like okay. In the moment, it sucked, but I look back and I'm like, fuck, that was so funny. It's so funny. Such a
But not
wacky...
then. You actually you teared up. Let's be honest. You had tears, and you were
I didn't
so
have tears.
yes, you did, and you were so
I
enraged.
didn't.
You did.
I was enraged
No, you had tears
from my
and
rage.
It doesn't matter why you had tears.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
why you had tears. Also from the pepper spray. But you had tears, and you were so sad and angry.
Yeah.
You told me you're never coming back to LA. You told me all kinds of shit. You were so
Yeah,
angry.
that was in the moment. But then the week after, I made that $800 back from work. From working. And I was no longer sad about it. I was like, yeah, that's kind of ridiculous that it happened.
Fool me once, prostitute. Shame on me.
But that's the first time that's ever happened to me, by the way? To get robbed like that? I was like, yo, what the fuck? Because I had been so used to with whores just being like, just make sure you pay me and we're good. We're going to fuck. Like I'd never, you know what I mean? Never has that had that happen to me before. That was bananas. I got PTSD from that shit, bro.
Welcome to the chat, Flatcat. Flatcat says she's been listening in the car for an hour and she's
Nice.
finally on the computer so she could write.
Nice.
Yeah. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, so all this to say, guys, don't get sad. I'm not trying to make you guys sad. I'm just saying what I knew from in there, what I saw, what these people were talking about, and now I see it coming to fruition more and more. There's going to be a lot of good to it, too.
Okay, but in all seriousness, I think it takes at least 100 years for this to happen.
No.
Because I want to be the last of the generation that lives the crazy...
Yeah, you're crazy. That's not true. It's not going to take that long. You're nuts.
How long do you think it's going to happen?
15 years.
Fuck!
Yeah. Look, you haven't seen how fast shit's moving? Just to put things into perspective, okay? When you were in high school, right? You're a young kid. You're 27 years old.
Yeah.
When you were in high school, could you have imagined this type of world where you'll pull out your phone?
Never.
Not just you have all the information, but I mean,
Never.
You could be in high school, pull out your phone, get a plane ticket, go to New York for the day, come back at night. You have a map when you get there. You have a map when you get to another city that you've never been to, tells you where to go, where everything is. Just think of these little things that changed.
It's true.
Yeah.
Never. We used to have to print everything out. You'd get
Not just
lost.
print everything out. You can't go to another place and feel at home. Now, you know what you can do? You know what I do sometimes? If I have to go to a meeting, and I've never been to that neighborhood, that place, I'll put it in Google, I'll go in the maps, I'll go in the street view, I'll see, that's what it looks like, that's how I get there, so I know. So then when I drive there, I've already been there. I'm like, oh yeah, I know, and now I turn right, I saw this before, this is the front door. Yeah.
I never do that.
Oh, I like to be prepared. Nobody gets to jump on me.
It has nothing to do with the preparation thing. It has to do with I'm going here, I'm gonna see a new place. It's exciting. I don't know how to explain it.
Well, no, if I'm going for a meeting, bro, I'm not jerking off. I just want to be there on time, do the proper
what
thing.
does jerking off have to do with this?
It's so exciting. But you know what I mean. It's just now you have all the... And I'm just saying, look at now. I mean, dude, World War II. We talk about World War II. Dude, the Polish
It wasn't even 100 years ago.
The Polish people were trying to fight tanks with horses, bro. Horses were still being used in wars.
In the
World
70s.
War II. Yeah, World War II was not in the 70s. In the 40s.
In Afghanistan, I mean.
Okay, forget Afghanistan. They're going to be behind for a while. Don't worry. They just got fucking VHS players. Don't worry about it. They got VCRs right now. Don't worry. Like you... I have this brand new cassette.
Look, you rewind with pencil.
Yeah. Shaquille O'Neal is a genie. So, anywho. But look at how, now we got lasers. Dude, back in the day, horses were fighting.
Yeah.
Now, unmanned drone planes went and blew up basically Artsakh with the Azerbaijanis. They didn't even use jets. They used toys, bro, to go launch bombs.
Yeah, that's bananas.
Just think about it. Just think about when you pop up your phone now, there's that Google Earth, all that shit you can do. Think about it now, just that jump. Now, science, technology is exponential, the way it grows. So look at that gap. Now think of the next 15 years, how far we're going to go. And everything is growing. The second, first of all, we hit real 5G, instant internet speeds, where all the information is given in an instant, it's a game changer. Everything changes.
Okay, question for you.
Yeah.
Now, it is scary, but this is the exciting part of it.
Okay.
Okay? Interplanetary exploration.
Interplanetary.
I mean, whatever the fuck, when you go visit new planets, bro.
Okay.
You like the way I said it?
Okay, so Planetary exploration. Like you're gonna go space travel.
Yes.
Well, those
you
are not
think-
one and the same.
Okay, but hold on.
Yeah.
Bear with
I'm
me,
holding.
bear with me.
I'm bearing with
Okay,
the
okay.
bear.
So, do you think we're going to come to a point
I'm listening.
where there won't be any jobs on Earth anymore? Okay, because everything is interconnected.
Yeah.
But you know the human condition, we always want to conquer everything,
Yeah.
right?
That ass.
We're going to we're going to we're going to want to do the same thing we did here. But you know, we always have that conquest thing in us. We always-
Yes, I am for the conquest.
you know what I mean? Like humans in general have this.
Yeah.
Do you think we're going to want to do it with other planets, or we're going to want to
Maybe.
do what we did here, but on other planets?
Well, if
And then
we
new
suck the
jobs-
life out of this planet, we're gonna have to go to another planet.
Yes. So, well. Here's what I'm saying. What if we don't suck the life out of the planet because we come up with these new ways of making electricity and blah 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 that doesn't need to suck? Like everything's recyclable.
Well, no. Because
right?
once we get to the point of automated things, all the new jobs are gonna be is the people that go there to implant the robots that we have here to do the job there. That's
that
it.
too, but I think there's gonna be a shift because there's always been a shift in society, right? Like remember before alarm clocks, bro, there were people that were knocking on your fucking window to wake you up. They were hired for that shit. Oh, what happened to those people? I'm sure at the time they were like, "What are we gonna do?" They were arguing about alarm clocks, right? Like we looked at the negative now, but I want to look at the positive.
Yeah. You,
know what I
still haven't said anything, so keep going.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, what if through this transition, right, all these old jobs die,
Of course, they will.
but then 10 times the amount of new jobs arise?
Well, no, that's not gonna happen. Not with automation, because the whole point of automation is just to replace. You get it? Because then there
Yeah.
wouldn't be a point of automation.
Yeah.
The whole point of automation is people want to save money.
Yeah.
So right now, like, why would I have 15 cashiers? I'll have one head cashier working each shift, and I'll have 15 robots. If 15 robots each take 2 cashiers to operate it, so now you have 30 cashiers, it loses the value. There's no point of having automation. The whole point of automation is to have less human. First of all, so there's no room for human error.
No, but what I'm
and
talking
just to
about,
have
new
less
jobs form, it turns into planetary exploration, and all the new jobs are in that.
But
Humans
again,
start-
that's not a job. You can't just reopen a new job market, Poseidon. Look at Poseidon with his hands, yeah. It won't just... We always have exploration, right? Even when they were exploring and they came to North America. It's not every single person that goes and does that. That's a specific thing. You can't replace 100%. It's impossible. You can't replace one for another. First of all, if you would, then it wouldn't exist. The reason why automation exists is to... Look at what they did to the cars.
Poor cars.
Oh, the
was
cars are
just- I
fine.
was being
dude.
sarcastic.
Yeah. No, but that used to be like jobs that they used to be actual towns. Everyone worked at these factories. That was the lifeblood of these
it's
towns.
true. Yeah.
And a lot of those towns don't exist anymore.
Detroit. Look at
It's
Detroit. What
not a
happened?
town, but
No,
Detroit,
I mean,
the
but
Motor
look at what
City got
happened.
hit. Yeah. Because the major part of the industry there was that. Yeah. Craziness. So in the meantime, you know what you guys do? You hang out with us.
Yeah.
We all hang out here and bitch about the future. Well, the future comes slowly creeping in.
But there must be, they can't all be negative, bro. It can't just be Matrix. There must be a positive.
There is a
to this
positive.
shit,
I already
bro.
told you. Look, medicine's going to get a lot better.
Yeah, no sicknesses.
Medicine's going to get a lot better. I don't know about no sicknesses. They're always going to evolve and be shitty. Medicine's going to get better. Things are going to be faster.
No world hunger. Like if
Hopefully. World Hunger could have, first of all, let's be honest here. World Hunger, it could have been stopped a long time ago. We have the money and the resources. If most of the people that are hungry weren't black, they would have fucking solved this problem a long time ago. Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's fucking true.
That's very true.
Are you surprised? Are you surprised that at the top racism plays a part in this? Like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah.
Like, come on. We can't.
Oh,
Get the
I
fuck
agree
out of
with
here,
you.
bro.
I agree with you.
When I hear how much the marketing budgets are for movies when they go into like Super Bowl ads and how much money they would need these certain villages in Africa, microscopic the difference compared to those. So the money exists, all right? It's out there. They don't care. That's what it is. They
They
don't
could
care.
literally drop crates of food into these countries.
They don't, but you don't even have to drop crates of food because the same thing. The whole teach a man to fish. But sustainable stuff for water, for these, bro. You know how, you ever seen those videos? You know how fucking crazy it is to think about, like right now, just something like water. You, worst case, you don't have you're with the bottles now. You're like, I need a fucking bottle. I don't want to drink tap water. The fact that you have tap water at your disposal, you're never gonna dehydrate if you don't want to. You know what I mean? You're never gonna die of thirst. Yeah. And then there's kids, bro. Kids that in their entire life they never knew what it would be like to just have water when they want it.
Yeah.
And we live in that same planet. at the same time.
That's crazy.
It's completely absurd.
That's
so no, they don't
bananas.
give a fuck, bro. This whole pretend, like whenever I see that, give money, this shouldn't exist. Like, first of all, the UN. What the fuck? How does the UN exist for this much? How do they have crazy salaries too? How the fuck does that go on? And there's still kids that don't have fucking drinking water. Are we crazy?
Because they traffic them.
Of course they traffic them too. But it's just like you have to, at some point you have to grow up and realize that Santa Claus doesn't exist. You have to grow up and realize that they're fucking with you. And if you ask the right questions, you're not going to like the answers. That's why you stop asking the right questions. Because this shit's been going on. I remember when I was a kid, they were talking about that. I remember with UNICEF and all that shit. There's no excuse. In this day and age, with the money that we're throwing around, and by we, I mean governments, obviously, you aren't throwing around that money. There's no fucking, when you're willing to put so much money in these fucking agreements that go nowhere. Like, remember the Paris Climate Accord when Trump wanted to leave? He's like, why the fuck am I paying when you guys aren't doing anything? Like, why the fuck is America paying for you guys? All that kind of money that it never goes to anything substantial. We're putting money into this to give credits to this. Bro, how about you make sure no kid is going to fucking starve to death in an African village? They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't fucking care.
They don't. I know.
Yeah.
I know. I've
because they don't want to industrialize that place. You know that it's fake industrialization. They use that place for mining and stuff. They use it. They exploit. That's what they do. What do you think China's doing to its own people? They've erected actual cities that they're just exploiting human beings like they were cattle. They're just in these giant factories producing. That's and they have shitty lives.
To feed the machine.
That's all it is. Oh, Pantelis ruined Christmas. God damn it. Dropping some fucking truth bombs. That's the truth, though. That I'm not sorry about.
It is the truth.
That's the fucking truth. That's the
truth.
thing. They don't fucking care.
It's sad, bro.
Yeah, it's super sad.
It's fucking sad, man.
Yeah. What is that? You sound like a hippie.
But
it's so sad, man.
No, but it's true, bro.
You know what's more sad?
It's terrible.
You know what's more sad? People who don't fucking admit it, who don't want to admit it. Yeah, free the Uyghurs, bro. What about the Uyghur Muslims there in China?
It's terrible, but people turn a fucking blind eye. No, instead, we're fascists.
No, look at what happened now with the Armenians, bro, and Artsakh. Look what the fuck happened to them. Is the world talking about this?
No.
They're basically being forced to flee their homes because now it belongs to Azerbaijan. You saw what they're doing to the Armenians. Like, fuck these guys. They're setting everything on fire.
Good.
They're like, they're not going to walk into my house.
They're doing the Russian tactic.
Yeah. The Russians stepped in and they didn't help them.
No, the Russian tactic remember when they were being...
No, I know. Scorched earth. It's not a Russian tactic. It was a Roman tactic. But scorched earth. They left scorched
that's where it's from.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You burn their crops. Yeah, all that shit.
Scorched
the Romans would do that when they would take over. They would conquer behind them. They would, if they didn't like the people, they would scorch everything so that they can't have crops. They can't use anything. It was the same thing for big retreats. They'd be like, okay, if you're going to take... Everybody did it at the time. If you're going to take my stuff, you're not going to enjoy it. Yeah.
Oh, that's badass.
Well, yeah, because back in the day, you had to grow stuff, crops, all that. So you fuck them over. You cut off their supply line. There's no food. And then you could come in a few months later from the mountains and kill the occupiers.
The Greeks did.
Yeah, like the Greasers did, yeah. So these are the long cons that you're playing.
Yeah.
Government is useless. Name one service they offer that actually works properly. Yeah, that's another thing. Nothing fucking runs properly. And there's always excuses.
And look at our roads, bro. Look at our fucking roads.
Oh, you're just talking about here, the roads. There's bigger problems than the roads.
Look at how much, bro, could you imagine how much money they make? Look, they got point of sale tax.
Ganji's like, first you ruin ghosts, now you ruin Santa. He's dropping that hard truth.
No, but who was it that said this? Our roads, I think you said this. The amount of money that gets pumped through taxes, just in this province alone, our roads should have a thin layer of gold above them.
Is Claudio, they're saying free Claudio. Is Claudio in jail?
Well, what did he do?
I don't know. Something retarded, probably. I don't know. Perhaps he tried to
I've just realized why you always look so angry.
I'm not angry.
No, I've realized why people think you're angry all the time.
Why?
I've realized your eyebrows have a second layer of eyebrows that kind of your skin bends, and it adds this extra effect. Like go like this.
First of all, for the record, like they have a second layer. You're saying there's no second layer. I just have big eyebrows.
No, but go like this. Go like this. Yeah, so there's a line that adds like an anime effect. I just realized.
Yeah. I'm like The Rock.
Yeah, I never realized that. The what?
I talk with my eyebrows. I move them around a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why people think
But I've noticed you have that line here. It's like an anime effect.
Why are you so mad, bro? I'm like, well, I'm not mad.
Yeah.
Especially when I wear my sunglasses.
But when you do this, it automatically happens. I just realized it just
That happened to me last month at the cafe. I just showed up. It was the morning. I was just going to get coffee. Yeah. Everybody was looking at me weird. And I was like, hey, guys. I'm like, hey, you good, man? Yeah. I'm all right. Like, why are you mad? Why are you giving us dirt? I was like, I'm not mad at it. What the fuck? I'm actually living a good life. I'm happy right now. What's going on? I'm actually having a good day. Like, you look mad.
But I realize it's this part.
It's my eyebrows.
It's the line. Yeah, it's the eyebrows.
It's this.
Yeah, you see that? You see this part right here?
Like an anime.
Exactly. I just realized it because I was like, why is he angry? But I don't realize he's not angry. We're having a conversation.
I talk with my hands and my eyebrows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny.
It was funny.
That's funny. I just realized it.
They should cast me when they make anime movies. There's
a filter on Snapchat
to make me anime.
Yeah.
I have resting bitch face, yeah.
Resting bitch face, yeah.
But it's weird because when I smile, it completely goes away.
What kind
I
of
look like a child when I smile.
I think I have resting retarded face.
Look like a kid. Yeah, you have, yeah. You have restless retarded face.
Oh, I found my student IDs from high school.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna send a picture.
Are they bad?
It's terrible.
Is it rough? Yeah. I had seen a student. Dude, I had seen pictures of me from like high school, and I was like, "What the fuck is this? Yeah. Who is this person?"
Me, it's funny because I think I've said this before. The first year you see this chubby fat kid going into high school, all happy, big
One year
smile.
I was black. Can't believe they let me do this. They let me take a photo in blackface. You got away with a lot back then.
Then the next year, the Sec 2, you see that chubby, fat, happy kid, this chubby, fat, depressed kid with bags under his eyes, like he's seen shit. It's the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Like your sadness grows?
No, sadness, and then it goes from sad to angry.
Oh, why am I here? Why am I fucking here?
Basically.
Yeah, I remember.
Well, more sad to looks like a criminal now.
I remember in my first year in high school. I remember there was so now everything. I don't use a bus pass. I haven't taken the bus in forever. But in Montreal, the way it is now, like a lot of places in the world, your pass is connected to you. You have your name, whatever. It's all, and you just top up the account every month, right? And you scan it, so they know where you go. They know where you scanned in. They know what time you scan out. They know all that shit. Just so you know.
Oh yeah,
we spoke about this a long time ago. When they first implemented it, I spoke about this, the Opus, because the company that made it was the same company that did it in the UK. What this whole thing, anyways. But I remember back in the day, before that, you would just get individual cards.
Yeah, I remember you had to swipe them.
Swipe them when you get into the metro, but you wouldn't swipe them when you're on the bus. There was no security measure for bus. On the bus, you would just show it.
Ah, yes, I remember this.
So I remember my first year in high school, there was a Turkish kid who would sell fake bus passes.
That's amazing.
He copied them. He'd cut them all nicely. This Turkish kid, Konçay, I think his name was. And but he tells you can't use them in the metro because it's not a real magnet. Yeah, you just have it in your wallet,
so
and you show
them
it
at half price.
You'd show them. He would sell them at half price, and you could use it at. For the buses.
That's
I remember.
Amazing.
Yeah. And but it's funny because nobody would buy them if they use the metro, because then you'd be like, oh, it doesn't work, you get caught, right? But 1 month I had got it, even though I would take the metro every day, and I would just complain to the guy at the metro. I'd be like, the fuck is this, bro? Like, seriously. And then the guy's like, it's your fault. You probably demagnetized it. Stop putting it next to your magnets. Like, what do you think? I fucking have magnets at my house? Like, I'm playing with fucking magnets.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, because nobody would think, like, the guy's not going to sit there and investigate. He sees me. He sees the card from far. He's like, okay, it's probably demagnetized. But he's like, stop putting it close to magnets. I go, why the fuck would I put it close to magnets? Like, I shouldn't be giving attitude, but I'm giving attitude.
Yeah. I once had a Turkish kid fucking try to start shit with me just because I was Greek.
That has nothing to do with anything we're talking about now. That was one of those.
But it reminded me at that time.
So. You had a nice pee moment right there. You had a nice filmmaker pee moment. Pantelis has those Jacques Laguerriand. I don't know what that is. FRX. I don't know what that is. I watched Mallrats yesterday. Could not stop thinking the third contestant looks like Pantelis without the beard. Yeah, of course he does. That's fucking Dante Hicks. Oh, that's
He looks like you?
You won't find it's it's from Clerks. Look at the main guy in Clerks. He has the same chin. He's the
protruding chin.
Yeah, I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Oh my god, you just reminded me something with the word.
But you
chin.
know what's fucking crazy is a lot of people look like me. And I always get messages like, oh, is this you? And it's always sometimes I'm like, from a distance, you could think that's me. But the creepiest one was Emil sends me one night. I have to show you this picture. It's in my WhatsApp. He sends me a picture of a guy. He's like, bro, are you in Saint Sauveur right now? I was like, no, bro, I'm home. Why? And he's like, bro, how much does this guy look like you?
No.
He took a picture of a guy who's sitting across the bar. I thought it was a photo of me.
No.
Yeah, I thought it was a photo of me. But then when you go in friend, he took a picture from it doesn't look at all like me. It's a different person.
Oh my God.
But from the right angle, bro, it was me. Like, I was like, what the fuck is
No
this?
way.
And he's like, dude, it's the creepiest thing because when you go in front of him, it doesn't look like you at all. But from the right angle, it's you. It's 100%. And it happens to me a lot. People are like, are you this person? Are you? And then when they show me, I'm like, you son of a bitch. How the fuck did you think this was me? But I guess from a different angle, it looks like me.
Fuck.
That's why I'm going to start getting neck tattoos.
That's crazy.
Does he have cool-ass neck tattoos?
But that happens a lot. Do you remember?
I'm not getting neck tattoos, by the way. That is absurd.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Do you remember the guy I found on St. Rock that was a weird hybrid between me and Legacy?
Yeah, there was.
Do
Yeah,
you remember that guy, bro? He was like big and tall, like me.
he looked like you and Legacy fused together.
Yeah, I was like, what? This is fucking creepy.
Must be a Greek Canadian thing. Flat Cat says, "Now Pantelis looks like Pantelis to you guys, but there's I don't know. I feel like there's so many people on the planet. Like there's some people that just look like you.
Yeah, 100%.
But never 100%.
Yeah.
It's when you see them, yeah. You see, he found your side profile doppelganger. Yeah, but it happened more than once. And then sometimes people send me photos, tag them. One guy messaged me from the UK. He's like, I just had to message you. I want to follow your stuff because you look like me. And then I saw him, and I did look like him.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's like, it's just funny to me. It feels like I'm watching myself do things.
Oh, it's like those Indian dudes that look like me. Remember the fucking the people found of
the Sri Lankans?
Yeah.
It's just crazy. Yeah. Both Pantelis and Poseidon look like two dudes on the pic. Which pic? The vegan cowboy looks like Pantelis from one angle. Yeah, you see what I mean? Like, there's different people that look like...
Hold on, what's the pic?
I don't know. But it would be funny if we get in trouble for a crime one day. It's clearly these idiots.
Why?
I'm saying if they look. No Nut November, who's on game? Dead Ends 93. No, who plays this game? No Nut November.
I don't play it. It's stupid.
No. Is you're not allowed to come in a month?
In the whole month of November.
What do you gain from that?
You start to float. You start to tap into powers.
Bullshit.
I know,
Not true.
busting
That's
balls.
probably people that can't get laid.
The longest.
Why can't you get laid, bro? I'm part of this competition. Anyways, having
No, you're not
said
even allowed
that,
to masturbate.
that's what I'm saying.
The
So
longest
just
I've
freaking out.
gone is a week, and then when I ejaculated after the week that I didn't masturbate, it sounded like gunshots hitting my bathroom floor, the bathtub. It was like doo, doo, doo.
All right, that's enough out of you. Patreon.com/Pantelis. What are you doing? Go sign up. There are many tiers. Sign up for the boss tier if you want to get t-shirts, keychains, magnets, whatever other fun stuff we decide to give away. Because we're morons. We spend all our money on merch that we give to other people. It's not a good business move, but it's the move we like. We're going to be back. When are we back? Tomorrow night on the 2 Drink Minimum channel. 2 Drink Minimum goes live at 8 p.m. on 2 Drink Minimum over on YouTube. Then it's private, and it goes up everywhere you consume your podcasts on Wednesday at noon. Also, tonight at about 11:30 on this YouTube channel, new podcast episode comes up. It's Samson Cooperman came to the studio last week. Me, him, and Poseidon got to talking about conspiracies and all kinds of other fun Samson Cooperman-related goodies. Head over to, I guess, wherever you get your podcast, because it's going to be live everywhere. Once it goes live here 11:30, it's going to be on iTunes, Google, all that shit, Spotify. Wednesday morning, we're back with the morning show on this channel. Same thing goes for Friday night at 9 p.m. on the Patreon-only Discord. We're going to be having another movie night, perhaps a Kubrick film this week. Who knows? We talked a lot about Kubrick. Maybe we'll watch one of his movies Friday at 9 p.m. You got to be a patron. You got to join the Pantelis Nation in order to watch movies with us. The Poseidon69 is his handle wherever you get your internet news. So Instagram or Twitter, it's The Poseidon69. He doesn't tweet that much, but he's always on Instagram posting very annoying videos that you can laugh or get frustrated with. All of my social links are in the description, panteliscomedy.com for any link you want. If you're into French stuff, the Pantelis French cast is going to have a new episode this week. And also Mike Ward Suzakut, the #1 French language comedy podcast on the planet. Head over to mikeward.ca to get links for that. And that's it. Poseidon, anything I forgot?
I think you covered pretty much everything.
All right. Thank you all for listening, and go fuck yourselves.
Ho!